Grand Rising, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee Talk with Karen B on the Karen B channels. Yes, that's where you are. You're not lost. I'm certainly glad you found your way here. It's August 8th, 2022, on this lovely, level, stationary plane upon which we dwell. And the moon is waxing 84%. It's 8-8 today, double eights. Ooh, I love repeater numbers, 8-8-22. Moon is in Sagittarius. Isn't that lovely? And I've been noticing on Facebook a lot of birthday reminders are popping up here in August. There's a lot of Leos, I guess, huh? Happy birthday to all you lovely Leos out there. My mom is a Leo. Stephen Carpenter is a Leo. His birthday was August 3rd. Another gal I follow, Adrienne Curry's birthday was recently. She's also a Leo. And then I saw that Amanda Vollmer's birthday was this month. And some other people. So, happy birthday, Leos out there. It just seemed... Are you, Carl? Are you a Leo? Oh, a Virgo. Okay, so you're later in August then. You're not a Leo. I'm not a Leo either. I'm a Taurus. I'm a bull. And you know what happens when you mess with a bull. Anyway, let me give you some shout outs. Good to see you here. I see the music guru is in chat, Rockfin, and I've recently got some new subscribers to Rockfin, and I thank you so much for supporting my work over there. I really appreciate anybody who supports any of my work anywhere. You guys are the absolute best. Hi Carrie. I see Steve Graham in here, as well as music guru. Psyop within a Psyop. I love that name. Raised by Gypsies. Ashley Knopp. Cold Brews. Happy Moonday, everyone. Yeah. You're a Virgo too, Carrie? Nice. You get the horns. That's right, Carl. And then over here in the YouTubes, I see Lev Kung Fu Shaolin, and then another name with some, or those Greek letters? I don't know what that is. Is that Phi in the middle? Anyway, high person with Greek letters. Chris Conley. Awesome Austin as well. Value Parks, Lewis Russell. Grounded Extracts. Grounded Extracts. Oh my gosh, you guys, I really wanted to, speaking of Grounded Extracts, I really wanted to give a shout out to Grounded Extracts James for this particular creation right here. Is it showing up? Come on. Just focus already. There it goes. Best Earth. Proprietary blend. This stuff is the best. Can I just say, because here lately, after turning old, age 45, it's not really that old. I was feeling pretty good up until recently anyway. I started to feel like my energy levels were dropping. And if you take this stuff, it makes you feel good. Like high energy. Without like feeling... jittery or anything, like when you take a lot of caffeine, like what I've done today already so far. I've had like 4 cups of caffeine. Because you know why? There's another shout out I have to do. Today's episode of Coffee Talk has been sponsored by Paraplegic Bear Coffee. He sent me some coffee, Paraplegic Bear, and it's the bomb. It really is good. Everybody said it was good, and it really is good. It's delicious. So I've been drinking this for a couple days, and it's so good. This Helen Keller. This is the first one I had. I'm guessing. I was trying to figure out like what light roast, dark roast, medium roast, and I figured out that it's like, the little people tell you, like the dark roast, raghead roast. It says extra dirk, extra dirk, and then the Helen Keller roast is a lighter roast, right? I think. At least it tastes that way. And this one's a blend. And that's really cool. So shout out to Bear Pelagic Bear Coffee. It's actually really, really delicious. So thank you for that. Thank you. But anyway, I love the Best Earth from Grounded Extracts. So if you guys feel so obliged and you need something to I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but it does that for me. Is it supposed to do that? Melodome loves Best Earth. Who doesn't? If you've had it, you gotta love it. I love it. Remember when we lived on a ball and astrology was a joke? Yeah. That's part of the deception, man. That's part of they made it a joke. They made astrology a joke. And then they told you everything was billions and billions of miles and light years away. When all of it is small and local right here, and all of it is influential to us. All of it influences us. My B-Day's next week. Messaging you today, Karen. Oh, Najla, okay. A truther told me celebrating your birthday was satanic. Whatever. I don't see how that could possibly be satanic. But I also see, I don't consider my birthday to be a big deal. Like, I don't go around going, it's my birthday. Are you going to tell me happy birthday? Like, I don't care. But I don't care if other people do either. Like, who cares? You do what makes you happy. And hi, Griffin and Kyle Adams. I'm a Gemini. Really? Interesting, Kyle. Effed Up World. Good to see you, Thunder Chicken. Rico's Tinfoil Sombrero. Scott Hunter. Astrology is the operating system of our reality. Huh. Operating system. Well, I guess it could, maybe that's an interesting way of looking at it. Because, yeah, whenever they're in certain positions, it definitely influences the energy of this place and how things go. I don't know about operating system. I have to think about that analogy a little bit. Rune Dragon says, saw your son for, yeah. Yes, my children do look just like me. Like, there's no denying that my children are my children. Especially my daughter. I mean, she is a mini-me. There's no denying it. It's funny. Because when I was there, actually when we were there, we met some new people, some new local people from a couple towns over that we hadn't met before. And I was like, oh yeah. They're like, and those are your children? I was like, yeah, it's my son and my daughter. And he's like, yeah, I could tell. Like, that's how much they look like me. There's just no denying it. I'm laying off the coffee for a bit. I know. I need to lay off the coffee too. But you know what? When somebody who's making their own coffee, like a flat earther, and they tell you, hey, I'll send you some coffee. I'm not going to say no. And I do drink coffee. I'm trying to drink less of it, though. But I do like to drink it. And I like to drink good coffee for sure. So, I am on my fourth cup, but I am drinking in a small cup today. It's a very small cup. So it actually is probably measures actually one actual cup when you pour coffee in there. So I'm actually not I haven't really drank that much more coffee than I do typically in the day, so I'm not that bad. I like the black stripe in the middle of my hairline. Yeah. You like that? I have like when I started going gray, I have much more gray now, but when I very first started going gray, it was like it was literally like the Bride of Frankenstein. It was like these two gray strips like right in the front, and it was black. So it was like black and then gray and then black and then and then gray. And so, but I've got more gray that's filled out now, so it's not as bad, but it was totally like that for a while. Whatever. Everybody calls me a witch, so I guess, the creator thought it would be funny if he gave me Bride of Frankenstein hair to just go along with that witchy woman thing. Yeah, it's so funny. Hold on, I'm just opening my phone lines. Sorry, you guys, one sec. Alrighty. Anyway, where was I? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, coffee makes great girls like. Have you tried Dandy Blend as an alternative to coffee? You mean like dandelion roots? I've had it before, and it was actually really good. But as like, do I drink it regularly, or have I tried it like as an actual substitute? No. No. Hi, Cleary. Good to see you. Good to see you back in chats, by the way. In the earlier shows, Karen's hair's all black, looks weird as fuck. Yeah, because I was dyeing it. And I stopped because hair dye is so toxic and nasty. So toxic. Stop. Even if I don't even care if my hair is gray, just stop using that crap. Was one of the best things I ever did. It was like my last toxic thing that I was doing to myself after quitting eating sugar and changing my diet and eating clean and all that stuff. That was like the last really bad thing that I was doing to myself on a regular basis. So, and I did notice a difference when I stopped doing that too. So I will never ever go back to doing that crap again. Yeah. How about that Alex Jones case? Hi, Chicago artist. I haven't even been watching it. It just, I don't really know what to think about all that stuff. Bob and them were talking about it on Glowbusters yesterday, and, they think that, I guess some of them think it's a legitimate trial. Maybe some people don't. I don't really know. I mean, maybe, like, I think technically it is probably a legitimate trial, but I think, behind the scenes that it's probably not serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, they probably really are doing it, and they probably do have real people involved in the case, and they're just actors. They're just people who have been programmed into this system, who are living in this, who are playing out their roles in the system. They're running their program. They were programmed, and now they're running their program, right? So they don't even have to, clue all these people in that there's any sort of deception at the top level about any of this stuff. They just have to go, oh, we're doing this, you guys. We're going to go get this guy for this. And then all the little programs will just start doing what they do. They'll just start running their programs and filling their paperwork and blah, 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 blah. You know, this isn't, I don't think that all these people have to be in on it. I mean, it's just like the NASA stuff and the fake space, right? Like all these people they believe space is real. They believe it. They don't know that what they're doing is crap. You know, they don't know that they're, pushing a lie. They believe it because they were brainwashed to believe it. They were programmed to believe it. And so as they were programmed to believe it, so they will run their program to make everybody else believe it and go along with the script. That's what they've been taught to do. You know? So what's going to happen? I don't know. I'm just waiting. I'm just observing. For most of this stuff, I'm just observing. I mean, what else can we do? There's all of that stuff is just running. The whole thing is just going on. It's just, it's got a life of its own. It's like the system is the egregore, right? That was created, this beast system, and it's just going. It's just operating on its own. Kangaroo court. They found him guilty before his trial. Even started his lawyer. It was a joke. Yeah. Blue Dot. Yeah, it is. The sound bites are funny, but come on. Like, is he really? I mean, everything is just a joke. There's a literal video of the president's son with crack and hookers all over Facebook, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. I mean, this stuff's not, and it's not just this administration that this stuff's been going on. Like, for decades, there's been all sort of sexual deviancy being revealed about what goes on with these politicians, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. They're just running their little programs. Well, possibly, yeah. Alex Jones is, but I mean, you know what I mean? But I mean, the people surrounding it, like the court recorder, you know, all those people, all the people who work in the judicial system on a regular basis, they're just doing what they do, right? Those people don't have to know about what the motives are behind what's happening for them to just execute it. You see what I'm saying? AI is in control now. I love astrology. Anthony Bergs, I ran into 3 dudes from high school last night at a bar. I hit him with flat and fake virus talk. Not well received, but felt great about it. Very nice, sir. Good job. All you can do is inform people and give them information, and they will do with it what they will. Hi, Dave. You have feelings that you do, because I mean, I'm sure everybody here has had times where you have feelings inside of you, like you feel uneasy, or you feel anxious, or you feel conflicted. And other times you just feel great. You're feeling good. You're like, yeah, man, everything's great. Well, how much of that is influenced by the energies of the luminaries in our local system here? Probably quite a bit, right? Am I losing my stream? Seems like Rockfin is choppy. Hope it's all good there. He is pitching his products on the stand that will pay for his fines plus profit. Right? Is he? I haven't even been watching it. It is bad, right, Ashley? No regrets. I love it. I don't even care that my hair is gray. You know, I even had some woman ask me if my daughter was my granddaughter. I got somebody thought I was a grandma to my own daughter. I still don't care. I still don't care. Yeah. It's all good. Okay, good. Plant those seeds, yes. Yes, plant those seeds. New Odd Triple Truth podcast coming out today. We have another globe-loving Joel on the show. It went better than we expected. Oh, really? So, what does that mean? Do you and ODD, were you guys flat smacking somebody? Is that what that is? No, I don't do it on purpose. It just whatever is happening up here is happening. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Get DRTRH on the phone. Sometimes he calls in. Nana. Yes, the three of us flat smack a deep space loving glober. Okay. Oh, is it? It must be you and ODD and Hibbler? Is that who it is? I think that's probably what it is. Yeah. I'm not playing any Alex Stein videos. No, I'm not doing that. No, thank you. The Earth is scientifically flat and stationary. Absolutely. Oh, we have a caller. Well, let's say hi. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Good morning, Karen. It's JM. How are you on this fine morning?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great, and you know, I was really troubled and blown away when I found out on Tuesday on Mark Sargent and your show that you're really a KGB witch, Russian spy, and ex-porn star. I was just, wow.
Oh, God. Is that going to start coming back again?
I'm sorry, that was hysterical the way you and Mark handled that. That was quite comical.
Well, we do our best.
And that Mark's the Russian spy too. I was like, oh my God, these trolls are getting desperate for what they're doing.
I know. I know.
But I have some interesting things I wanted to share with you that happened over the weekend, and as well as what I saw this morning, which was beyond disturbing on my walk with my dogs.
What's that?
Would you like the disturbing view this morning, or would you like the interesting, how should I put it, globy people talking about their love of space at an event I was at this weekend? First.
Okay. Sure. Whichever.
Oh, okay. Well, I was at a pinball tournament this weekend, and thought it was very interesting when I was looking around. They had some old fronts of pinball machines. You know, there's a glass that's in front of the, you know, the displays your score and everything. Well, they had some old glass displays hung on the wall there, and there was one they had, I do believe the name of it was Launchpad, and it probably a pinball machine that went back to the 60s, and it had all the theme of the space program, and this was clearly before NASA, but it was hysterical just looking at it and how should I put it? Almost looked like those block toys. Remember those? What were those? Tonka toys? They are not Tonka toys, but the remember those back in the 70s and 70s? They had those that you did with wood. How should I put it? Wood,
like
logs.
Lincoln logs.
What the heck were those things?
Lincoln log
Yes,
things?
thank you. That's what I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember those.
Almost looked like that, but it was hysterical to see how they promote what they want to promote. They just stick it in the minds of children, and surprise, it grows and blossoms quite well into whatever they want it to be.
Right.
But I also overheard some people talking about how incredible it is now that we have the great, powerful Oz. I mean, not Oz. What is his name? Brian's good buddy, Elon Musk, with his magical space program.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how now we have private companies investing their money, and like the guy from Virgin Records, he's investing his money, and they're going to take us to space, and they're going to show the government how to get spaceships to Mars.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you were talking about Richard Branson. Yeah, he's been doing that since the 2000. I remember that going on right around the early 2000s. Because I worked for Tower Records at that time. And so it was like Tower Records and Virgin Records, you know, were like the big ones at that time. And the two owners of the companies had met and stuff. So I knew a lot about Richard Branson, right? We talked a lot about it because he was all talking about going to space and blah, blah, blah. It was funny. But yeah, remember when he was going to put the Backstreet Boy in space? What the heck? Did my call drop? Hold on. No. What is going on? Wait one sec.
Welcome to the conference center. You are a host.
That was weird. Got disconnected and it didn't even make a sound or say anything, and it wasn't on this. Oh, that was weird. Sorry about that, JM. I don't know what happened. It's like Turbo Bridge had like a reset or something. The call-in thing. Oh, here, JM's back. Hey, JM. Hello?
Hey, your phone's died.
Yeah, I don't know. The call board kicked everybody off. It kicked me off too. I don't know. That was weird. It's the first time that's ever happened. Anyway.
Guess they didn't like us talking about Elon Musk and Branson.
I guess. But I was starting to say, do you remember how they were that was around the time that he was going to put one of the Backstreet Boys in space? Remember that?
Oh yeah, I mean it's all been nothing but a joke.
Lance Bass.
And I'm listening to these guys talking, and it took all my strength not to go over and I can go look at them and go, have you seen how much money your good boy Elon there gets from our pockets every month from the federal government for his magical SpaceX program?
Right.
It's like you people are, but they were just having a good old time talking about it, and they were bragging, we're here in Space City, and it's so great to be a part of these wonderful things. And Elon's building all his rockets here in Texas now. And it's like, oh my God.
Mm. Yeah.
But the people are good and put to sleep, Karen, just so you know that in a lot of places still.
I know. It's sad. Sad but true.
But this morning when I was walking my dogs, I saw this thing, probably a high school student. I guess he was looking where his bus stop was going to be because the buses, I think, are starting next week for school, starting back up.
Mm-hmm.
But he had on all black, of course, and he had on a muzzle. And I was coming up to an intersection. I was looking at this kid, and I was like, you know what? Some dude dressed in all black in the morning with the sun good and bright blazing down. I was like, I'm going to let him walk and let him go in front of me because I don't want this dude behind me. I don't know what he is or what's going on, but he's all by himself. He's got his good muzzle on. And as he walks past me, there's something hanging down out of his back. And I'm thinking, oh God, is this a, gang flag or something like that? And I look, and it is a friggin', I don't know if it was a fox tail, a dog tail, or whatever it was, literally hanging down, tied to his belt loop, and hanging down almost to his feet.
What?
Yeah. He had a long animal tail hanging that was tied to his belt loop down from him all the way down to his feet almost. I got a picture of it.
Why?
I don't know. Karen. I just looked at it and was looking at him and going, what the fuck? Even my dog looked up at me and said, sir, the fuck is wrong with this human? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, that's crazy. We're living in the idiocracy. Saw somebody yesterday was saying Idiocracy was a documentary. I was like, dude, we're living that right now. We're living it out. Like, real time.
It's insanity. The more places I'm going, there's more and more employees wearing these muzzles again. And I'm just starting to ask them, I'm like, are you guys back to covering your faces again? What's going on? And they look at me surprised. Oh, no. I had one lady tell me, well, I've just gotten so used to it, and it's our choice. And she pats her chest and tells me proudly how it's her choice, and she gets to decide.
Right. Okay.
It's insanity.
It is insanity. I know.
The worst part is, though, Karen, is they've been programmed to think now if they have a runny nose or they sneeze or they cough, they have to cover their faces now with muzzles.
Yeah. Now, yeah, I know. This is so I don't participate in that stuff.
I love when I'm out in public and I have to cough and I cough and you get the looks at people. And if somebody stares at me for it, I look right back at them and go, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's just a cannabis cough.
Right.
That usually shuts them up real quick.
Yeah. Yep, that's a good way to deal with it.
But I mean, literally, you just go around outside now, and it's reality has been permanently changed in just the past 2.5 years, Karen.
Oh, I know. Everybody has been going through trauma-based, MK Ultra mind control for like 2 years solid. Even us to a degree. Even people like us to a degree have been brainwashed a little bit We've been programmed a little bit too. Even though we're aware of it and we're watching it, I still see people saying things like, oh, I get to go to a concert this weekend without wearing a mask or showing, proof that I'm healthy. What do you mean get to? You see what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean you get to? That's fucked up. We shouldn't be happy about, oh, I get to do this. I mean, I get why people are happy, but I mean, man, we're already walking around going, oh, I get to go without wearing a mask this time.
I loved when I went to your events and I told people, like, what do you mean you're going to a concert? When you had the Solar Return and then you had the last Flattoberfest, and I'm like, yeah, there's going to be live music. There's going to be about 500 people hanging around, enjoying each other. There's probably going to be people closer than 6 feet together, mingling, sharing drinks, sharing herbal medicine back and forth, and nobody's going to worry and nobody's going to get sick and die from this. They're like, how are you able to do that? How is it able to go on? Because we're putting an event together and everybody's a big boy and a big girl and they have the choice to come and nobody's going there in fear.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And
looking back and seeing, especially a year or so ago, just to see people's reaction and shock and surprise that I was going to take a trip and go to a concert and socialize with people like, oh, how am I able to do this? I'm going, what the fuck? What do you mean, how am I able to do this? Mm-hmm. How am I not able to do this?
Exactly. Why not? Why aren't you doing it is the question. Why are you people doing what the stupid TV tells you to do? Whatever they tell you to do, you need to do the opposite.
And then they just passed over the weekend. They passed the inflation reduction bill, which that's going to be fun. Get ready for this wild ride that's getting ready to come, because it's going to fuck up a lot of stuff. And guess what? It's going to make everything you buy more expensive.
Oh yeah, we are starting to see the price increases out here. It took a while to make it out to where we are here in the country. Like for a while, in the cities, it's always the cities first, but it's finally made its way out here. The price increase of stuff's gone up quite a bit. So yeah, it sucks.
I was at the grocery store yesterday, and I'm looking, and I'm like, where the fuck are the potatoes? And they're like, oh, we're out of potatoes right now. I'm sorry, you're out of what?
Yeah, out of potatoes, really? I haven't run into them being out of too much stuff. Well, I take that back. They were out of frozen potatoes, but they had like regular potatoes one day. But I don't know if that was like just a fluke or what. But typically I don't have any problem getting the stuff I need. Still, it's just more expensive.
Oh, yeah, you go to the grocery store now, you walk out of there with one bag, it's like $45, and it's like, what did I buy? Even the, checkout person is usually looking and going, yeah, it's just the way it is now, and it's like, this is insane. Mm-hmm. How the heck are people able to live now? I mean, you start looking at what rent is in places now, looking at what gas is, looking at what cost of food is. I don't know how people are living. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Everybody's just going along with it. I'm grateful. I'm glad. I'm watching my son. He is getting big time. Him and his girlfriend are getting big time into gardening stuff and growing things. And he's got mango seeds he planted, and they're starting to sprout up now. And he's excited about it. He's like, Dad, come check out this and check out these other things I'm growing here. I'm like, this is friggin' awesome.
That's cool.
Keep it up.
Mangoes?
Yeah.
Cool. I
Yeah,
would
he
love to.
bought, what did he buy? Organic mangoes, ate them, of course, and this was, I don't know, about a month and a half ago. Did all the stuff and was learning what to do to prep the seeds and get it ready. He's got 2 trees growing now
That's
from it.
cool. Awesome. Awesome.
Like, that's fantastic. I should get some lemons, get some strawberries, get some blackberries, get some blueberries. He's working on getting all this stuff going.
That's fantastic. Did you hear that?
Was that a cold beverage?
No, it was a pop. Somebody joined the clock app.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
We just got to keep it up and stay strong and just keep getting out there and talking to people and waking people up because, I mean, especially our youth, because that's what they're after. I mean, they're trying to destroy it. Look at the population, what's going on, and I still say the numbers of people dying are a whole lot higher than we're hearing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, think about it though. Most of these adverse reaction events are not reported. You know, only between like 1 and 10% actually get reported. So, yeah. That's without a doubt. Without a doubt.
And just like this thing with what's his name that lost all that money in court, that's just the start of using what they need to use to silence people. Well, how dare you question anything? You could get sued. You don't want to get sued for questioning anything, do you, Karen?
Yeah, right, exactly. Exactly. I know. I see what it is. You know?
And I still go back to it. The lady and the husband that quote unquote won this lawsuit, were either of them on the camera after the event happened? Were any of these people going around on the tour? I haven't looked into it enough to know, so I'm asking that question to you and everybody in the chat. Were these people that won this $44 million lawsuit against Alex Jones, were they on the camera after their child got shot and killed? Or are they the ones that came out but they were never on the tour and all that other stuff, the media tour? Because I still am the person that believes, hey, these shootings are happening. It's the MK Ultra. The controlling powers that be know what they're doing. They have these shootings happen. They put the crisis actors out there to get in the parking lots to do the video footage crying about the children, because you're not going to get somebody that just lost their child in a shooting at a school to get on there and have a sane conversation with anybody.
Right. Exactly.
Now we're 10 years later. Okay, after 10 years, yeah, these parents can get on there. Yeah, I'm pissed because my child got killed. And yeah, millions of dollars? Hell yeah, I'll take it from this SOB. Because Alex, we'll say what you want about Alex. I don't want to get in a debate whether he's, for us, against us, or whatever. But for years, he's been the lightning rod of making our side look like crazy people.
Mm-hmm. That's my concern with it, yeah. That's what all this stuff is for. It's like they're like setting a precedent to discredit people who question the official narrative of things. They're going to make it so nobody's going to listen to you. Right, JM?
And the sad part is it takes time to get your eyes opened up and really start getting involved in communities like ours and other communities where you realize these people aren't crazy. The stuff I've learned on natural health through associating with people in our groups and just getting a better understanding of what's going on with our bodies. And then now that we're getting deeper into the astrology, which is not the horoscope nonsense, into the side of digging more into the creator, it's like, wait a minute. I've gotten a much better understanding about who I am, what I am, and a closer connection to the creator than anything that the quote-unquote normal world has ever offered me.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right, JM.
But we just got to keep talking to people. That's why every chance I get, I try to talk to people. I've gotten a whole lot better at learning when is an appropriate time not to, and when is appropriate time to. Just like this weekend when I was at that event, I wanted so bad to just start saying something, but it's like, this ain't the place, this ain't the time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right, JM.
Well, as always, Miss Karen B, we know you're not a crazy KGB agent out to get us and a former porn star.
No. Nor am I a current porn star, because I saw those comments that day too. So, all right. Well, thanks for calling, JM.
But yeah, well, of course, tell Ted I said hi, and clearly I saw him on that video with Brian this weekend, and clearly he's not up to government standards on health. He doesn't have a big gut. He actually looks like he probably exercises from time to time, so he's got to get on them GMO foods immediately. I would suggest that when he comes home from work, he just lays on the couch and just eats genetically modified food. That will get him right up to standards, and please get him on an immediate vaccination regimen, Karen, so he'll be healthy.
All right. Thanks for calling, JM.
Thanks, Karen.
All right. What was I going to say? I wanted to go to a comment over here really quick that I saw. We need more people to be creating our own events, from just a coffee meetup, guest and home, to events like Karen puts on. Create the world we want to live in, build it, and they will come. The last line just for Brian S. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, I do encourage people to do local meetups in your area. Just pick a place and pick a date and a time, and you can email myself and Mark Sargent, and we will help you promote it. Mark likes to make promos. He'll make video promos, and I have a website where I have a lot of meetups posted. So let me go over here. There we go. So there is one coming up in Salt Lake City, Utah. What's today? Today's the 8th. So this is August 13th, 4 to 8 p.m. Bring your own meat, sides, and toppings to share. We'll provide lemonade and buns. Cottonwood Park Pavilion, which is located at 1635 West 500 North SLC, Utah. Is that the correct address? Gosh, that looks... I hope you guys are able to find that place from that info now that I'm looking at that. West 500 North. North what? Is there like a name to that street? Anyway, do they have a contact? Fair Park. Let me search this real quick. I want to make sure that that's a place. That address looks so weird. Oh no, that's right, I guess. Um, 1635 Cottonwood Dog Park is where it's at. Yeah, Cottonwood Park Pavilion. Okay, Cottonwood Park Pavilion. That does take you to Cottonwood Park. All right. Fantastic. Maybe I should put a little link in there. Anyway, I'll worry about that later. But that is a place. You can search that address and it will take you to that place to go have that meetup. There's also a meetup the same day, it looks like, in Tucson, Arizona, at Brandy Fenton Memorial Park. And there's an email there, trutherNation@protonmail.com. So August 13th at 6:30 p.m. in Brandy Fenton Memorial Park in Tucson, Arizona. There's a Flat Earth meetup. If you want to go... Oh, Did you hear that, you guys? And then also there's this Northern Spark, which is being organized by Jenny Spark. This one they're selling tickets to, but it's not, I'm not selling tickets, she's selling tickets, okay? So if you want to go to this one, you got to go get tickets, and everything's going through Jenny Spark. Here's her email. This right here is a link to get the tickets. It is an event being held in Minnesota, right? Park Day Sunday. All right. I'm not entirely sure what's happening there, but there you go. And then, of course, the regular recurring meetups that happen there. And, of course, my event, Flatoberfest, the biggest Flat Earth event of the year, is happening. You can get your tickets. Let's go over who's going to be there. Did you guys see who's going to be there? Look at all these wonderful people. Mark Sargent is coming back. Austin Whitsit's going to be presenting this year. Austin Whitsit, it's his first time presenting that I know of, so that's going to be awesome. Ben Balderson's going to be there, who I did see in the Rockfin chat. Shout out to Ben. Another globalist died, yes. And also, Marty Leeds is going to be there. Jason Lindgren, of course, of Crow 777 podcast and Secrets of Saturn. And he's going to be playing music. Austin and Kai are going to be playing music. One Big Love's going to be playing live. Chief Crow is going to be playing live. It's going to be so fun, you guys. It's going to be awesome. All these wonderful people are going to be there. Then there's going to be a How the World Works exhibit, of course, with Cammie and Zach. That'll be up the entire time. Also, we have Sean Griffin is a new addition to the Flatoberfest event this year. He'll be presenting. And also I have here Glowbusters, because Bob's going to be there. Actually, 4 of the Glowbusters crew is going to be there. So there'll be Bob, there's going to be Austin, Zach Zabala, and Cammie Nodell. And it's going to be a blast. "9 years in Russian prison." Is that what they say they're giving that that basketball player? Yeah, the pops happen at the different times. Even when me and Ted are next to each other and we both have the pop going, it pops at different times. I think it just depends on your connection and how fast you get the signal and blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'm sorry, Kyle. I see you there. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Did you ever hear about the whole monkeypox thing going on at the daycare? That whole outbreak?
No.
There's a daycare that came out with monkeypox. It's like all over the radio for a couple of days now. And I'm just like thinking, okay, monkeypox is a serious problem for men who have sex with men. I'm kind of seriously worried about all those kids at that daycare. But no one's talking about that part. Like, oh yeah, they got monkeypox, but they're not wondering how they got monkeypox.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I'm seriously worried about those kids getting like seriously abused over there or something.
Wow. Oh, and right before back to school, how convenient.
Yeah. The other thing I was thinking about here lately has been, where did this whole jibby jab term come from? Like getting the jab. I always grew up with calling it getting your shots. Is that like a whole Mandela effect going on right now, or is someone else going up with the same term?
I don't know. I think it's an effort to skirt censorship, because their censorship about it was so heavy early on in like 2020, 2021, when they were trying to push it out. I don't know if you remember that, but it was like you could not talk about it at all. And we were getting our videos taken down. And it got to the point where we couldn't even say the word.
It the jab?
Yeah. or magic juice or whatever, anything.
They started calling it the jab instead of calling it shots because they're worried about the censorship of it. And now everyone's calling it the jab, and that's become like the new official term.
Yeah, that'll
that's
probably,
what I'm hearing like on all the media. Like all the media like caught on, and that's how they call it. And I'm kind of like, I think
they
the whole
co-opt
term
stuff.
shot was a lot scarier.
I said, well, they always co-opt stuff. Like when we talk about stuff, they'll take that term and they'll start using it. You know what I mean? They listen to us.
Yeah.
And I think that's just further evidence of that fact.
Yeah, I'm like, I think the whole thing might have been to just kind of erase the term shot because it sounds scarier than jab. And I don't know. So that was the whole thing, is we're just kind of trying to make it sound a lot less scary and intimidating, so people are going to be more welcome to it or something like that. And I was like, no, I'm calling that a shot. And, it's more like putting a gun up to your arm or something like that.
Everybody in chat is saying jab is a UK term.
That somehow caught on in America.
Yeah, the jab is British. I guess.
All right, well, I'm going to keep calling them shots.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
They're all poison.
Funny stuff.
So what else is going on?
When I actually went and looked it up, like what was actually in them, that was like the eye opener for me. It was when you actually go and look at the weird terms and just, oh wow, okay, that's an aborted fetal cell. Really? I had no idea about that before, and my eyes just came wide open at that point.
Exactly. I found out about that like probably about 5-6 years ago now, and that's when I stopped letting my children get those things, because I was like, oh hell no, I had no idea what, you know what I mean? And I was thinking to myself, I felt like it was very much like waking up to the flat earth. I felt like an idiot. I was like, I can't believe I let them put that crap in my children. I can't believe I ever let them put that crap inside of me. Like, I felt like a dumbass for not questioning it before, So
and with my oldest kids, they were all vaxxed up when they were babies, and we noticed that it caused them it affected them. It kind of they'd be very cranky for the next few days after that, and I was like, wow, I didn't think about it much back then, but all of a sudden in the future, I'm like, oh, that's why they want to, stick them all up while they're infants, is because they can't talk about it. They can't really tell you what's going on, and it's a very different experience. And so I was like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. If someday they grow up and decide, by all means, they wanted to go and do that because they're too afraid of, whatever stuff the government wants to say about it, then they can make that own decision. But I'm not going to make that decision for them. I want them to be able to speak for themselves, and make their own decisions there.
Yeah, exactly. So anything else going on with you, Kyle? Is that it?
Not really. That's about it. So,
All right. Are you still having your meetups? You still having your meetups in Utah?
Yeah.
There? Good.
Yeah. I just interviewed one of the ladies from the meetup just recently. She was that was Cindy, who was the daughter of 2 serial killers, which is crazy, but it was really cool. She's like the sweetest person ever. You'd never believe all the trauma she's been through in her life. But
wow,
yeah, she's a special person to talk to. That's for sure. It's a treat.
Wow.
That's where I got my information on the whole MK Ultra thing, and it was cool.
Ah, okay, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, she's like, that stuff is still going on today. It's like, it's all the same stuff. And so I was like, wow. So, my eyes are open there.
Yeah. Fascinating. All right. Well, thanks for calling, Kyle.
Hey, thank you.
All right. Talk to you later.
Later.
I couldn't imagine being the child of 2 serial killers. Like, wow. Are they serial killers together? Like, Like, what were your parents like, Mickey and Mallory Knox? You know what I mean? Wow. Just wow. Maple Cheerios. All my patients / clients are on jab number 4. Holy smokes. And yeah, that's right. People are getting the HIV from it. Oh, wow. Yeah. And you know what's, I mean, it's not funny, haha, it's funny, ironic, but when we were all calling it COVIDs, we started calling it COVIDs. And then later on, they're like, oh yeah, people are being diagnosed with HIV after getting the jibby jab. The jab. Jab is British, yeah. Speaking of, check this out, you guys. I don't know if any of you have seen this article recently, but check this out. I was going to talk about this. This is a good segue, but check this out. Here's how many Americans regret taking the COVID's vaccine. Oh, yes. Could you imagine people regretting taking this? It was safe and effective, and I thought they were saving lives. In an op-ed for the Wall Street Journal, UCLA Geffen School of Medicine Dr. Joseph Lopato and Yale School of Public Health Dr. Harvey Risch are sounding the alarm that there may be serious underestimated risks involved with the side effects of the Wuhan coronavirus vaccine. Really? But I thought it was safe and effective. This comes as an independent pollster found that a significant number of Americans regret receiving the vaccine in the first place. 10% of those vaccinated say they wish they hadn't done so, while 15% of adults said they have been diagnosed with a new condition by a medical practitioner weeks or months after the first dose. Children's Health Defense authorized the poll 2 years after the first vaccine was rolled out. 2 years after, that's when they authorized the poll. Wow. Remember that thing with Bill Gates? If you want to know if it's going to have effects after 2 years, well, then it's going to take 2 years. Well, here we are, 2 years later. And what's happening? The fact that Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports more than 232 million Americans ages 18 to 65 have taken at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, and 15% of those surveyed report a newly diagnosed condition is concerning and needs further study, right? I mean, that's just the least of it. The top conditions people reported were blood clots, disrupted menstrual cycles, heart attacks, strokes, lung clots, liver damage. 10% of these conditions among people who took the vaccine were severe. I don't know about y'all, but I consider all of these to be severe side effects at any level. I mean, there might be different levels of severity, but these are severe things. I mean, disrupted menstrual cycles, because clearly they're causing damage to your reproductive organs, and they could possibly be causing females to become infertile. In all likelihood, that's probably what's happening. Bono believes the government should have warned Americans that the mRNA vaccine technology is new, thus naturally having no long-term data that shows how the jab will affect people's health years down the road. Oh, yeah, shocking. Shocking. Is anybody surprised? How do I change my name to Thunder Chicken here? I don't know, Rusty. Hey, Bootylicious, Dr. Evales, and Backstep1 over there on Twitch. There's a couple of you over there. Gates said openly he would lower the population using vaccines. What did these people think he meant? Exactly. And nobody's even talking about how the rate of the birth rates in across most countries is not at a sustainable rate. Let me see if I can find out here what America. U.S. birth rates increased in 2021 for the first time in 7 years. But still dropping. But still lowering. They're still low. Well, I don't even know if this is accurate, but society is bouncing back. Yeah. I don't know about that. Look at this. Okay, here we go. Here's a decline per 1,000 population. So you could see that the birth rates are on a steady decline. I mean, clearly. Huh. Mystery of the declining U.S. birth rate. Trend in U.S. birth rates. See how it's on a steady decline? Fallen by 20% since 2007. So it's like, the other day I was having a conversation with my son because he was talking about how he thought that the city was going to be like so built up by the time he was grown up that it would be out here by where we live. And I was like, well, I don't think so, because there's just not that much growth. You have to have more people. You have to have a lot of people in order to support that kind of growth, right? That you have to have the population to justify that, right? Well, we just don't have that and the birth rates are declining. So I don't think that's going to happen. You know? What do you guys think about that? It's sort of been like a thing that nobody talks about. All the ferrets died. Yes, they did. Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Evales. Sorry to hear about that. Yeah. My wife won't let me go make population. Hey, I did my part. I had 3 babies. I did my part. The rate of people moving to NC seems to be increasing. Yeah, you know what I think? There's a lot of people who are getting out of cities. And I think that's probably a good thing. People don't want to be in the cities anymore. I wouldn't want to be in the city. Talk about being in the city. Alex Lowry, where are you at, dude? I know you're in New York. You need to get out of the city. Get out of New York City. Anybody living in New York City. For real. Just meaning they destroy your autoimmune abilities. Yes. Crimes against humanity. Agreed. Thank God for the grocery store arrows for saving our lives. Ha ha! Rachel says, HIV is real. I know a few people who have had it for years. They are on meds that cost $3,000, $100 per day. Insurance pays. Rachel, you realize that's got to be the meds making them sick. They're paying to be sickened. You don't really think that, do you? Or you sit here and say monkeypox is fake, but the HIV is real? Come on. Not so bad in Las Vegas, just wondering how long it will take till it goes to shit. Yeah. Nuclear fear coming next. That's what I'm saying. They're putting like signs up. Did you see that they're putting up radiation warning signs in New York? Let me see if I could find some. Let me see. And then that whole check this out, you guys. All right. Nuclear radiation warning sign put up in New Jersey Mall just after NYC warned about being nuked. Like that they put out that PSA, that's cheesy PSA. You guys know which one I'm talking about? Here, let me move this down. Do you know that cheesy PSA where they're like, oh, there's just been a nuclear attack in New York City. Don't ask me why. You know, that stupid thing. Don't ask why. And then it says, you know, here's what you need to know in order, and just in case there's ever a nuclear attack. And it's like, stay inside, get away from your doors and your windows, close the doors and windows, you know. Don't talk to anybody. Turn on your TV and watch the news and be programmed by the news so the news can tell you what's going on outside. Don't look out your windows. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, not that if there was a big bomb that went off, that the first thing you would be doing is that you'd be going and like investigating outside, I'm sure. But yeah. I tell Lowry weekly to leave that. I know. Lowry says he's looking at houses in SC right now. Yeah. Escape from New York. Exactly. Now, obviously, I don't believe in nukes. Nukes are fake. Like, I don't think they're actually gonna drop a real nuke. But I know you can't have that conversation with them, Rachel, because I've got friends too. Because look, I grew up in California, in the San Francisco Bay Area in Sacramento, and there's a huge gay population there, okay? And I had one friend that supposedly died as a complications related to HIV, but he was on medication for years, for decades. And then his like organs started failing, like rapidly, and he freaking died fast. And it was crazy. And it was sad. And I got another friend who was diagnosed with, they said he had HIV, and he's on meds. And I went and like tried to tell him about the whole virus lie thing, because when this whole thing came out about the COVIDs, right? The convid. And then the whole thing burst wide open about the germ theory, and that viruses have never been proven to be contagious, and the whole thing with Koch's postulates, and the whole thing, like the whole just thing blew wide ass open. and I attempted to go back and like see if and like test the waters, see if I could like maybe try to wake this person up and because my thought process is maybe this person will wake up and realize they've been lied to, and then they can wean themselves off of these medications and possibly start to restore their body from the damage that's already been done and possibly have a longer life, right? This is my thought process, is like, how many of these people can we wake up who have been lied to and suckered into being told that they have to now spend the rest of their life on these toxic freaking medications forever, and then so that they can get off of it and, you know, and get their life back. So anyway, but you know, 100% med free, right on, Gregory. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what I'm talking about. And I bet you feel better. How do you feel now? Do you feel better being off of that crap? Like, my thought process is like that that whole thing can just be lifted off their shoulders. They can realize that they're not, you know, diagnosed with some fatal disease, that there is things that they can do. There are things that they can do to improve their health and like have a healthy diet, have a cleaner lifestyle, you know, eating lifestyle, whatever. And also other things too, like get off drugs or whatever people are doing to harm themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's my thought process. It would be great. Exactly, I know, Rachel. That's what I'm saying. Not necessarily got a series of issues. Well, I'm sure there's a whole conversation that can be had for that, but I think it's great that you got off of them, and I think that, you know, I feel like, you know, I hope that this is a good thing. I mean, I feel like it can't be a bad thing. Getting off of any sort of pharmaceuticals, like being free of that stuff, that can't be a bad thing in any way, shape, or form. And the only thing it can do is allow yourself to heal. You know, just try to detox and allow yourself to heal and give your body what it needs to heal. Yeah. Apple a day. Apple pectin is a perfect food. Apple a day. Stay away from doctors. Actually, you know what? I used to eat an apple every day growing up. Every single day. I actually still eat apples now. Apples are great. One of my favorite foods. I agree. Eating an apple a day is great. Tim said that the Radiation Safety Committee is 7 people in Ottawa. Diseases are like voodoo. They only hurt you if you believe in them. Unless you're doing something else to make yourself sick, because dis-ease, as it were, you know, could be caused by many things. It's not necessarily a bug, a mystery bug. You know what I'm saying? Dis-ease can be caused. You can be causing yourself dis-ease with a bad habit or bad choices. Told him about Galen Windsor. Never heard of him. Yeah. My great-great-grandparents all lived into their 90s and early 100s, and they never went to doctors, and they never went to the dentist, and they had all of their own strong, healthy teeth. There you go, exactly. Probably because they didn't eat a bunch of processed sugar. Processed sugar is like the worst thing. And it's like, it's been put in absolutely everything in all sorts of different forms, mostly in the form of high fructose corn syrup. But the sugar, any kind of processed sugar is the worst. It depletes the nutrients from your bones and your body. Just look at the toxicity report of the meds and they'll tell you, yes, exactly. Does anybody want to call in? 848-222-2480. By the way, you can call in and talk to me. I had eczema, used steroids for years, never got better, only worse. I had eczema and I cured it with urine therapy. Petroleum byproducts versus plant medicine. Some people think their pills come from plants and then alchemized into a pill. Just the bottle of oil drums mainly. Yeah. Let's have a look at grounded extracts, you guys. If you want to get some quality herbal medicine, go to this website, groundedextracts.com, and check out their stuff. Best Earth right here. This stuff is the bomb. I love this stuff. I'm telling you. Also, the other thing that I've been taking a lot of is the red clover. And this has been helping me out a lot too. Red clover is good for womanly issues, womanly problems. Oh, we got some callers. Hey. Oh my gosh, you guys both called at the same time. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Karen, David.
Hey, what's going on, David?
Hey. So I wanted to talk about the interview. Did you see the interview that I did, the flat smacking? It was just me and a guy named Joel.
I think so,
recently.
But yeah, I think I saw that floating around, but I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
I'm trying to find it. I don't even know where it is. That's funny. I'll add it to the playlist, but this guy just totally was just harassing me. And so I finally had him on. I mean, he loves James Webb and everything. And it was pretty painful. But then I get this other guy messaging me on Instagram, and he's sending me all these documents. He goes, yeah, I've been looking for a year. I haven't seen any evidence of flat Earth. And I'm just like, is he just a troll? And then I realized he's real. And then I realized his name is Joel also. I mean, it's like, what's up with the name Joel? Okay? Like, Joels are space-loving, science-loving fanboys. I don't know. And I was talking to Sean, and he's like, oh, I got the same email from the same guy. And I was like, let's do it on the Triple Truth. So Matt, him, and I, we all were biting our lips. We had a little side bet going. The first person to lose his shit gets to be addressed by a very negative term for the next week. And so nobody lost their shit, but it was very funny. And it'll be coming out on ODG's channel today. I previewed it for my patrons. It's on there for any of my patrons that want to view, but you can just wait until Matt reveals it later. I'm not asking you to join my Patreon.
Do you know what time he's going to premiere it at?
You know, he's got, you know what JST time is?
No.
Jaron Standard Time.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's plus or minus 5 hours, usually plus 5 hours, up to 5 hours.
I hear
so
ya.
It's
whenever he does it.
And it'll be Matt Standard Time. Hopefully soon.
Right on.
And what else was I going to say? I heard something. Where did I hear it? Was it on Globebusters, or I think there was on Globebusters. They were talking about how popular podcasts are going to have to finally address flat Earth because they're going to become irrelevant if they keep avoiding it, because they're seeing more and more and more of their fans throwing flat Earth at them.
Yeah.
And I think that's absolutely true. I mean, anybody that doesn't address flat Earth is going to be irrelevant. I sent an email to Michio Kaku today explaining him that he's already tried to reveal the truth with his famous 120 to the power, 120th power cosmology misquote or difference.
Right.
And I offered him to come on Triple Truth and be the hero and actually break this thing wide open and cause a shitstorm, which is needed to fix the shitstorm that we're in right now. And I expect no reply, but if I did get one, that would be awesome.
That would be.
Could you imagine the shitstorm that would if he came on Triple Truth and admitted cosmology's fucked up and the Earth is flat?
That would I would be shocked if that ever happened, but it would be great.
I put it out in a way. A listener was actually sent a whole bunch of emails on my without telling me on my behalf to people like him, saying that, hey, I'm a scientist, I'm an engineer, and I can't figure this out, and you should talk to David Weiss. It was cool, and I replied to both, and I added my comments for Michio, and I basically said, listen, this is, if we're not all dead, if they don't flip the tables over, this is going to come out, and the people on the science side aren't going to fare well. I go, you've already tried to let the truth out there. I know you know the truth. I said, now is the perfect time to make a legacy for yourself instead of the one that you're going to endure if you hold on to the lie. I don't know. I thought it was very reasonable. It was early in the morning. I sent it. I'll probably never hear anything, but maybe not.
Yeah. Well, all you can do is try.
He also sent the same email. He sent his original email to Neil deGrasse Tyson. I just deleted that one. I'm like, I don't even want to talk to him.
Oh, God, no. I know, right? Actually, that's true.
I think
Michio Kaku is the only one that I think would be fun to talk to, because Brian Cox, I just would want to punch him in the face, and the same with Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like, both of them, I would just want to punch him in the face because they're so smug, and I hate them.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was my morning fun. And what else do I want to talk about? The app's popping off. I like hearing the pops. And someone said, was that a cold beverage? We should crack a cold beverage every time a flat earther is born, right?
Yeah.
It's a bottle of champagne. The pop is either the globe popping or a bottle of champagne. Or a puff off a joint. Whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I have the animation on too. It's fun.
I have a question. You have an iPhone and
mm-hmm.
You have iPhones and Androids in your house, right?
Yes.
So they go off at different times. Like how much different time? Like with seconds of each other, right?
Yeah, it's just a few seconds.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's all. It's just servers. Update on the app. The messaging, which is the weakest part of the app, and it's very slow and laggy. It's working, but it's very slow and laggy, and sometimes like messages go left and right. We're almost done. It's going to be amazing when it launches. I don't know, a couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks, maybe less. Who knows? But just a shout out there. Anybody that has like chat history or anything that they want to remember, you need to take it off your phone. You need to save it, because all of that's going to be wiped out. The transition is going to be rough, because when we transition, anything that's on the old system is gone, and anyone that's on the new system anyone that's on the old system that's not on the new system will be cut off. So I'm going to have to do it like really fast. So if you have anything you want to save, any contacts, save them, but you'll be able to find them again, on the new system, which will work like iMessage.
Ah.
And Karen, so that's your thing right there. Go into settings. Go into settings right now. Are you live on that image? Oh, I'm a little behind. So if you go into settings and then scroll down to where all the widget switches are, and there's a whole bunch that have a bracket around them. And turn that bracket switch to on. Are you there?
Yeah. Okay.
So do you see the bracket I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
Turn the bracket switch on and then back out of settings. And
Oh.
what that does... What's that?
Okay. I'm backing out of settings.
So when you back out of settings, what that does, it takes all of those switches and puts them into one switch, which is now the arrows. And that way, because you have a smaller screen, because you have a smaller screen, you won't have all of those hidden buttons, and then you can just swipe left to right. If you hit that button that takes you to the frequently asked questions, then you just keep swiping to the right to get to the other screens. Isn't that nice? Wow, how come your screen looks like that?
I still
All right,
have...
it's better, isn't it?
Yeah, well, here's my question. You see how the chat thing is covering my countdown timer? How does that...
Oh, what phone is that?
This is an iPhone 13.
Do you have your magnification on huge? Are you like an old lady?
Yes. It's 1111.
Turn it. All right. It's because you have your magnification, your phone magnification up. I got to figure out a way to separate that from the app. Could you do me a favor? Send me a screenshot of that. Would you mind later after the show?
Okay.
But you want to go turn your magnification down one notch in your phone settings, and that'll fix that problem.
Yeah, but then I won't be able to read anything.
Okay. Well, then leave it.
You know what's funny,
you need
too?
to do some more days and get some of Amanda's DMSO eye drops.
Dude,
Life-changing.
I used her recipe, and I put them in I made some myself, and I put them in my eyes.
Have you noticed any difference? Are you doing eye exercises every day? Very simple. Do you know how to do them?
No, what are the eye exercises?
So when you're sitting somewhere where you have things in the distance, focus on something right in front of your face, like your computer screen or your phone, like we all do all day long. Then focus on something slightly in the distance, a little farther in the distance, and then as far in the distance as you can. Try to focus on it, and then focus back on those items. Just do that 2 or 3 times. It literally takes seconds.
Oh, okay.
And you do that a couple times a day, and it's literally like doing bicep curls and that you've never done before. Or if you're driving in a car on a long road, pick the farthest sign or thing that you can look at and try to focus on it the whole time until you pass it. Okay, without crashing, of course. And that way you're literally flexing all the way through. Think of it like a muscle, and you have to work out all the different points across. So if you do those simple things, which take a couple of seconds every day, life-changing.
Okay. Yeah, Ted's talked to me about those eye exercises before. I have to set a reminder.
It's like even like if you're doing dishes, if you have a window, look at the dishes, look at the window, look at the tree line, look at the bird in the distance, and then bring it back. Whatever it is. I'm not saying doing dishes because you're a woman, but it's just a thing.
Yeah, well, my sink isn't that close to the window anyway, and my sink is like in the middle.
All right.
Anyway.
All right. Well, when you're sitting on the porch having a smoke.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds great.
And if you just it makes a huge difference.
I
what
do
else?
sun gaze.
Flatoberfest. And I keep mentioning Flatoberfest when I'm doing interviews with people that wake up in the flat smack and they're like, wait a minute, I'm in North Carolina. Wait a minute, I'm in Georgia. Like I'm doing a lot of shows in that area. So there's a whole bunch of people that are brand new to Flat Earth that say they're coming.
Oh, well, good. That's fantastic.
Yeah, we like new people.
Yes, we love new people. I take pride in the fact that a lot of my events every year, there's more and more new people. I love that. I love it.
Yeah. I don't know where my original video was. What? Someone in the chat knows where my first Joel interview, which I did literally just the other day. I don't even remember what the circumstance was when I recorded it or anything. That's that age, or just too many interviews.
Probably too many interviews.
To make it public. There's Triple Truth. Huh. All right, well, I'll find it after I hang up. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's unlisted. I'll list it right now. Wow. Making it why is it unlisted?
I don't know.
Oh, I know it's unlisted because Sean had it on his Patreon, not his Patreon, on his Rockfin.
Oh.
So now I just made it public. Now, as we speak, it's on Flat Earth Dave Interviews. What the hell's the name of my channel? Flat Earth Dave Interviews 2.
There you go.
And it's a fun one.
Yeah, awesome. By the way, while you're here, let's talk crypto really quick. Did you claim
Yes.
did you claim free Pulse Doge?
Pulse Doge, of course, yes.
Do you still
you?
have it, or did you swap it? Oh yeah, I claimed it.
You claimed it and you swapped it already? You got rid of it?
Yeah, I
You
swapped
cashed
it.
out?
I swapped it. Yeah, for
You know what? I thought it was worth a lot of money. I was like, I didn't want to cash out though.
Well,
You swapped it for what?
I swapped
for-
half of it for Hex and half for Hedron, and I'm already happy I did it.
Oh, so you bought Hedron with the Doge?
Yeah.
Are you free to cash out into Ethereum and cash out?
Yeah. Yeah. You can do whatever you
Wow.
want with it. So when it got up there like close to $9, I was like, I'm just gonna swap it. I'm just gonna do it, and I'm already glad I did.
What? It's worth $9?
It was. Now it's like at $7.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
I used to laugh at airdrop. Oh, there's no such thing as free money.
Right. That was
There is.
free money. Free money. And then I swapped it and it's turning into more free money. It's the greatest thing ever. You know, people can talk crap about crypto all they want, but you know what? That's fine. You know, this fake internet money is better than the other fake internet money, and that's all I got to say about that. It's all fiat. But crypto, I feel like...
Yeah.
I feel like... Huh? Can you hear
Yeah.
me? I feel like crypto is like a hack. It's like a hack to the system. You know what I mean?
You know what? They're trying to make it not, like with their Fed coin. That's
I
not
know.
crypto.
I know.
And people, here's the thing. When we're in a bull market, everyone freaks out. That's when Jaron got really busy. Everyone's like, I want to get in. I want to get in. That's not the time to get in. You know what the time to get in is now,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And so people that hate crypto, I'm like, great. You should take a lesson and learn why you hate it. Learn about it. So the next time it comes to a full bull market, you go, I do have a wallet and I do have it all set up and I'm already verified. I could buy this opportunity right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. If you hate something like flat Earth, right? Learn about it so you know why you hate it, and then you'll become a flat earther. Learn about crypto so you know why you hate it, and then you won't hate it.
Exactly. I just
let
wish
me
I'd
show
gotten
you
into
one
it
more
sooner.
on the app.
Okay.
Go to the friend finder, and I'm a few seconds behind you, or like 30 seconds behind you, I think. Go to the friend finder. Tell me when you're there.
Okay.
And then on the upper left, hit your referral button, which is the big dot up on the upper left-hand corner.
Why is it all...
You there?
Yeah. How come it's just 4 asterisks? Do I have
What?
to make it? Oh, custom referral
I have to
code.
wait until I catch up. So you can go. I'm waiting for it to show up on the screen here. Okay. I don't know why it's 4 asterisks, but if you hit that pencil, it might be because you're plugged in. I don't know, but hit the pencil and then type in Karen B. It's cap sensitive. Cap sensitive.
Mm.
All right. And you can only change it once. That's it. You can only change it once. You hit save.
Well, it's not... It doesn't look like it's saving. Is it saving?
Hold on. You know what? It might be because you're plugged in. But that's not what I wanted to show you. So it's for... Try again.
All right.
It might be because you're plugged in. Is it not saving?
I'll try it later. No, it's not. I'll try it later.
I
Maybe
think
somebody
it's when you
took my
plug
code.
it in, it does some weird things. But on the bottom right, the little share icon, if you click that and then you click text or email, it gives you a great little graphic with your code in it. and it gives you, and then a link to the app, and that way you can, when someone says, you know, can you send me your app, it sends it with your referral code and everything.
Oops. I don't want to do that.
Take a screenshot. Karen, take a screenshot of that also, please, and send it to me so we can debug that, whatever it is.
Okay. Wait, debug what? What do you want to do?
Oh, that show the asterisks is.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. So when you text it, I don't know if you did it. It's an easy way to text with your referral code to people. It's a good way to share it. So.
Well, I didn't send it because I don't know what it would send. So maybe I'll try it and I'll send it to somebody.
Send it to me.
Okay.
Text it to me. All right. You want to let other callers go? I can just chat. So.
Okay. Alrighty. I lost a caller. I lost Dr. Law. That's
and
okay.
everybody set your countdown timers to Flattoberfest.
Yes. Set your countdown timers to Flattoberfest. And also come to Flattoberfest.
And also make sure you're there for the Friday picnic.
Yes. That's one of the best parts. Is the Friday picnic before.
I'm arriving Thursday morning. Zach is going to pick me up at the airport. And I'm leaving on Monday afternoon.
There you go. And I also I booked rooms for everybody at the same hotel as you. Like Mark Sargent and everybody, they'll be over there too.
All right.
Good times.
They can take us all out with one drone bomb. Perfect.
Yes, precisely.
All right. See ya later.
Right.
Bye.
All right, bye. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I plugged my phone in because I wanted it to show the little animation when somebody joined, but nobody's joined yet. Like yesterday, that thing was popping off like crazy. All right, thank you for calling Coffee Talk with Karen B.
Hey, Karen.
Hello?
Hello. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Karen, are you there?
Hello? Are you operating heavy equipment?
What was that?
I said, are you operating heavy equipment?
Yeah, sorta. It's like a little golf cart kind of thing that I drive around my park.
Oh, okay.
So hey, I got a random bring up thing here. So you got kids. Do any of them play that game Fortnite?
Yes.
Okay. Have you checked that game out at all?
A little bit here and there. Why?
I just know that I play it. I'm 29, but I like that game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm playing it, and that game is riddled with, propaganda stuff. One of the first seasons, they had a spaceman and everything, and then my pickaxe in it is a globe with little planets around it. The game has a bunch of stuff within it, a bunch of globe stuff and a bunch of alien stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it is the most profiting game of all kids. It's a kid-made game, I guess, but a whole bunch of, I just feel whoever's running that, they get that it's flat, and they're just hitting us all the propaganda right in our face.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of video games are like that, though. I mean, Minecraft does it, too.
Fortnite, though, I really have only played, Fortnite and seen it. It's just because I guess that's kind of when I'm getting all obsessed with flat, you know, playing Fortnite. But it is all over the place. And then each time on the map, every time they update it, they put, a globe on a desk in a different spot. And I know that, the game tracks what you destroy in the game, kind of thing. And I just make sure that I destroy the globe so that I'm letting them know, hey, I'm destroying this propaganda as I go through the map, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
And, so I want to say, I guess I would say obsessed with flat, you know, and obsessed with the whole fake virus thing and everything. And I live in Arizona, so everything kind of settled down. Like, you don't have to wear a mask, but still a bunch of people do and everything. And I've just had a lot of people tell me, like, oh, why are you so obsessed with it? Like, you don't have to wear a mask, you know? And I just have one simple story of why I kind of became obsessed with it. There's one dude who would come to my park. Like, I'm just a maintenance worker at a park. And he's like a special ed guy that works at the grocery store right over here. And I remember we kind of started talking right when COVID hit off. And he's like, oh, it was my birthday. I didn't let anyone know. Like, I just feel so sad and everything. And it was right when they were making him wear a mask at work at, like, the store that he works at. It's just like a bagger. So I kind of just said, like, oh, man, like, you know, it's just kind of hard because I can't really say anything straight to him. Like, oh, man, it's fake. Like, don't wear it. Like, he doesn't really talk too much, you know, or anything. But either way, it all settled down, and then they don't force the mask anymore. Then when it starts pumping back up with, like, the Omicron and everything, then I really feel like some stupid cashier lady, like, convinced him to start wearing a mask again. So I'd go to the store, and he'd, like, have a mask on. And it just, like, it really did, like, get me mad. Like, what a stupid lady convincing this guy to wear a mask. Like, I already know he doesn't like it, you know? So I just asked him, I go, like, hey, man, like, when's your birthday? Did I miss it or whatever? And he goes, oh, yeah, it was in January. So I go, okay, man, like, I'll get you something, like, next time I see you. So, and I just know anytime I see him, I just go, oh, you still wearing that thing, you know? So he just knows, I don't know, I guess he probably knows that I don't like it, you know? But I gave him, like, a SpongeBob CD with, like, $20 in it. And then now every time that I've seen him since then, he does not wear the mask. And he's got, like, the biggest smile on his face. So, I mean, they're taking advantage of, like, kids and people who can't think for themselves, you know? Absolutely. So that's why I stay obsessed with it. It's definitely not done.
No. No, it's not. I agree. It's not done. It can't be done because if they.
And I really think people are, like, simple-minded, thinking that it is done.
Yeah, I don't think they can. They can't let it go now. They can't. They have to keep going with it. They have to commit. You know.
Yep. Well, hey, I just wanted to be short today. Thanks for taking my call. Shout out to you, Mark Sargent, Dave Weiss. I'm excited for that. Drop the ODD thing later with Dave Weiss. Yeah. Definitely going to listen to that and download it.
Fantastic. Awesome.
All right. Thanks for taking my call, Karen.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right.
Man. I make it by the gallon. Make what by the gallon? Oh, you take about 8 to 10 ounces of colloidal silver a day? Really? Is it good for you to drink that much colloidal silver? I only take it when I feel like I need it. I try to not, you know, I try to only do stuff as I need it. Or if I'm trying to do detox for something specific. But, yeah. Seems like a lot to me, but what do I know? Oh, did you see that? The animation went off, but it didn't make the pop sound though because it's plugged in. But did you see the animation? Do. Yes, all my patients / clients are mentally disabled, so it sucks reading all the job. I think it's good for them. Seems like a lot. And also, Dr. Law, I'm sorry that I lost you. If you want to call back, the lines are open. Or if anybody wants to call, 848-222-2480. I want want to talk to Dr. Law? Paging Dr. Law. Dr. Law. Please report to Coffee Talk as soon as possible. Paging Dr. Law. And Rachel says, who's blazing right now? Let's fire up, son. There you go. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. So I really did want to give that shout out to Grounded Extracts, because you guys have sent me some great stuff and it really has helped and make me feel better. And so you guys are the real deal and I just appreciate it. So shout out to Grounded Extracts. All right, so let me close this about the failing birth rate. We talked about Flattoberfest. Also, another flat earther you guys gotta try to, you guys should support. You gotta go buy some Truth Smacks. Oh my gosh, do I not have a link? Oh, I didn't finish making her page. I'm so glad I checked this. I need to change this. My goodness. You know, it's not easy doing all this stuff on your own. I gotta put this website together. I'm calling people. I'm scheduling people. I'm reserving things, making promos. I do all of this myself, you guys. Everything I do on my own, and I forget a lot of stuff. It's not easy, you know? Truth Smacks. Truthsmacks.com. I can't believe I made her page and didn't put a link on there. Why didn't anybody tell me? No, and then nobody tells me. I know it's not your job. It's not your job. Not your job. Okay, let's see. Did I fix it? Yes. Okay, so you can go here. Truthsmacks.com. Now there's a link that goes to there from my website. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Go and get yourself some Truth Smacks and send it to your friends and family. Send it to anybody open-minded. Buy some packages for yourself and give them away to people. I think it's pretty awesome. And Suzanne will be at Flattoberfest with her Truth Smacks. So that's another thing that you'll be able to come and check out. Our beautiful flat earth entrepreneurial vendors that are going to be at the event. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. We're going to have a great time. And like David said, we're going to have a party the day before on the Friday. We have rented the park. Where is it? We've rented the park across the street. Okay. Right here is where the Shrine Club is, and the park right across the street, Herd Klotz Park. This is where we're going to have the get-together the Friday before on October 21st. We've rented the park all day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And it does have power there. There's a covered gazebo. We'll have food, probably, most likely music. Last time we were there, people brought their acoustic instruments. We had people like little drum circles going and stuff, and people barbecuing, Dr. Law cooking food, everybody just hanging out and having a great time. And that is free. And we will also be doing early registration for the event at the park. We'll get your lanyard going so that you don't have to worry about anything. The next day, you just show up and walk into the event center and that's it. Just start enjoying yourself and soaking it all in, watching the presentations and listening to live music and having the best time of your life. Effie Clock is blocking the map. Oh! I forgot I had the clock up there. See? It's not easy. It's not easy doing all this stuff by yourself. I need a producer. Does somebody want to be my producer? Can somebody help me, please? Has anyone seen the documentary about Andrea Blah, Antarctic Explorer? Nope, not even heard of it. Mockumentary? Was it real? Hubby says he thinks we can go to Flattoberfest. Awesome, Trisha. We can't see the flatter. I know. I'm sorry. What is that, Tommy? Wow, really? Toxic PFAS chemicals render rainwater unsafe to drink across the globe. A striking new review article from researchers in Europe argues the global spread of certain hazardous chemicals is so pervasive that unsafe levels of per and polyfluoroalkyl substances can be found in rainwater from all parts of the world, including remote regions such as Antarctica and the Tibetan Plateau. Over the past 20 years, many PFAS chemicals have been phased out of manufacturing contexts following a robust body of evidence revealing potentially toxic effects for human health. However, PFAS have often been referred to as forever chemicals due to their long-lasting effects in our environment. And just because we stopped using a few of these chemicals doesn't mean that they have instantly disappeared from our world. A new article published in the journal Environmental Science and Technology has found recommended safe PFAS levels have consistently dropped in recent years as we learn more about how toxic these chemicals actually are, and now many guidelines recommend safe PFAS levels that are below the baseline levels in the natural environment. There has been an outstanding decline in guideline values for PFAS in drinking water in the last 20 years, said the lead author on the study, Ian Cousins. For example, the drinking water guideline value for one well-known substance in the PFAS class, namely a cancer-causing perfluorooctanoic acid, has declined by 37.5 million times. In June 2022, the Environmental Protection Agency in the U.S. suggested negative health effects may occur from a lifetime of exposure to near zero levels of PFOA in drinking water. Wait, let's see. In the U.S. suggested negative health effects may occur from a lifetime of exposure to near zero levels of PFOA in drinking water. The problem, according to the new article, is that PFOA levels in rainwater all over the world now exceed the safe threshold indicated in the new EPA recommendations. This includes water samples taken from extraordinarily remote locations such as Antarctica and the Tibetan Plateau. Wow. Gee, I wonder why that is. Where do you think those toxic chemicals came from? You need engineer, producer, provide money, and yes, engineer. Yes, thank you, Scooter. That's what I mean. But I wouldn't mind having a producer who provides money. I'm just kidding. But yeah, exactly. The chem clouds. And you know what's funny too? Is yesterday I was, let me see. I was actually recording video of the sky. Hold on. Yes, here we go. And I was recording, let me see if I could find it. There's a couple of sunspots, and I was taking video of some sunspots, and I also took video of tried to take video of a plane. Oh, here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna mute it because the sound. Oh wait, not this one. This is not the good one. This one. Look at this. This one, I was gonna try to. I had the P900 out, and I was gonna try to record some planes. And I really only caught this one. This one was one that was dispersing. But even that is like weird, right? Could this possibly be the cause of the stuff in the air? You know what I'm saying? Although there has been less spraying above my house, I will say. Although I did catch this one? Nope. One of my time lapses started to have some. Yeah, here we go. You know, this type of crap. See that? It's like in the upper layer, you've got that hazy crap, and it's going in the opposite direction too. You can see these clouds down here are real clouds, right? They're just like, that's real humidity in the air manifesting there. And then you see in the upper layer, it's like a big haze of crap, and it goes in the opposite direction. See, it's going down this way. It's actually going towards the west, and then these clouds seem to have stuff like flow through them that goes eastward. Not a trip. Oh. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's up, Alex?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm just hanging out.
Yeah.
Kind of hanging out, and I'm going to shamelessly use your show for a second. I actually started looking for houses down in South Carolina yesterday.
Awesome.
Yeah, I talked to Crumb last night too. I was like, look, dude, we can't keep broadcasting and doing all this stuff. You know, you can do it on the internet. But geographic proximity makes for a lot better entertainment and a lot better, work as far as like kind of the stuff we're doing. And I was like, somebody had to bring it up. I was like, look, I've got a whole bunch of friends in this area, and I'm living in a city where I don't. There are flatties up here, of course, but they sure as shit don't show up at the meetups.
Yeah.
At least not in the city. I mean, the one we had out in Long Island was pretty decent, but it, as far as just being around people like us, it's not really happening here in the city. So I wanted to put out the word. If anyone out there listening, I was talking to somebody in chat. If you see something that looks amazing, I've given myself about a year on this, but maybe sooner if the right thing comes up. If anybody out there knows of a good rental or, a good purchase, somewhere around Greenville or in that area, I'm interested. So.
All right. What are you looking for?
Yeah.
Like what?
Just a small house.
Just small house.
Something small. I don't need much,
Like a
I certainly,
two-bedroom?
don't want to be spending New York prices.
Well, you won't be because
and they want to
it's
make
not New York.
Yeah. I mean, like right now, like the owner's coming back at me at my loft, and I've been here for 17 years, and he wants to charge about $5,000 a month, and I'm still paying 2005 rates because I got here early, and I could probably fight him on it if I wanted to, and still stay here. but I was just, I've been given a lot of thought. It's like, what's the point? Like what is the point? I'm just like making a bunch of money and then I'm just throwing it to somebody else.
Precisely. And is there and do you get to hang out with people there? Do you have anybody around you? I mean, you know what I mean?
Not really. I'm gonna go up and see. Not really. I mean, like Dave's an hour north. I'm gonna go hang out with him this week, but like just in like the immediate proximity, no. Everybody in my building knows who the flat earther is in the building, and they avoid me like the plague, which is fine with me. But it's the neighborhood here is getting younger and not smarter.
Right.
It is what it is. And, but yeah, I mean, it's like, there's no time like the present. And we've already got a lot of people right there in that general area. And I was talking to somebody in chat, I can't remember who it was, but, they were talking, there's a lot of property down there and it's not expensive as I understand it.
Oh yeah. I could pull some stuff up if you want to look. I could pull some stuff up on this stream and I could show you guys. It's actually
we don't have to we don't have to do real estate on your stream. I was just
I like looking at real estate,
putting the word out.
But seriously, I know. I'm a nerd. I like looking at real estate. My mom got me into it, and so I'm into it. Like if I could, I would probably go around my neighborhood and buy all these dilapidated houses and flip them because it kills me to see them all like in ruins. But there's a lot of houses out here that are cheap because they're just neglected and they need a little bit of cosmetic work and they'll be good as new.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a good way to get into.
See, I'm down for that. I'm down for going into a place that's on its last leg and then just like making it good again. And honestly, it'd be really nice to have a place and then have like some sort of separated space, like a garage and or like a studio space, something that's like sort of a man cave that's apart from the house, even a barn really that could be refurbed into like a studio space.
Yeah.
For music and for podcasting, that sort of thing.
Yeah, you definitely would. If you're not in a rush, like you said, you just take your time, you'll totally be able to find something like that around here or something that has the potential to be what you want it to be. You may have to do something to it to make it just right, but you know what I'm saying? You're definitely
I'm totally down for that. It's like I got nothing but time, so it's if I felt like I was throwing my money into something that actually belonged to me, it'd be so much nicer than me throwing money to my grabbling landlords, which is just like I get kind of a little throw up in the back of my mouth every time I give them money because it's just an enormous amount of money every month, and for what really? For what? New York isn't the place it used to be. And it's kind of like, I could take an old barn, and turn that into a studio space. And what do I need? I need a roof and a kitchen and a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be fancy.
Right. There's a lot of little houses out here in the country too. There's like a lot of little like 2-bedroom, 1-bath houses. There's a lot of those out here.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been told that. It's like I kind of did a little dabbling yesterday and looked around, and I saw potential yesterday. I could either buy or rent. It really doesn't matter to me. I'd prefer to buy, but I'm just wanted to put that out in the world. I know there's a lot of people down there already that are kind of.
Yeah, you could probably.
There's a lot of people thinking about heading that way too.
Yeah, I would definitely. I would think buying would be a better option if people are able to do it. I just think it's the best. I have a house across the street that I used to rent out, and these people destroyed it. They freaking destroyed it.
No.
Actually, I have a house that's in this area that nobody lives in. Does somebody want to remodel my house? Seriously, like we had it, and it was rented out, and these people, when my ex and I got separated, he said something to that woman where she wouldn't talk to me anymore, and I couldn't get her to respond to my text, and I was the one taking care of the rental of the property. I had cleaned that entire house and had it all fixed up. It was immaculate and beautiful when I rented it out, and it is literally destroyed inside. Like the carpets have to be ripped up, the wood floor has to be ripped out, the kitchen cabinets have to be ripped out. They let cats piss and shit all in the house. There was bed bugs in it. Just absolute disgusting.
Bed bugs are the worst.
Yes. They destroyed it.
What the fuck is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? Seriously.
I don't know. I
mean, it's a house.
Like,
Take care of it, you know?
I never want to deal with renting a house out again after that. Like, it was a freaking nightmare. I'd rather just, sell the house off and get rid of it. I mean, I can't even tell you. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, some people live like animals, I don't know how they do it, but they somehow live that way, and they can live in squalor.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with people. And and it pisses you off because there's like no recourse. I have no recourse, I don't even know if I could do anything about it. And the deposit that these people give you doesn't even begin to scratch the surface of paying for the damage that has been done to the house. I mean, completely destroyed the inside of a perfectly good house. I mean, when we bought that house, it had just been remodeled. Or,
Yeah.
And then they just destroyed it all over again.
It just makes me sick. Anyway, that's all I had. Hope you're having a good day. Hello to all you flatties out there listening this morning. And I'm giving myself a year. So the countdown has started, and maybe it'll be sooner. Maybe it'll be in a month. Maybe it'll be in 6 months. I don't know, but putting the word out there. So there you go.
All right, good. All right. Well, I'm sure you're going to find something. I'll keep an eye out for you. I'll look at stuff. I like to look at real estate just for fun. So maybe I'll send you some stuff.
I would dig it.
All right, cool.
All right. I'll see you later.
All right, later, Alex. Yeah, man. I would love to just take over this entire town. There's a lot of houses out here that are dilapidated. Little houses that fixer-uppers that need to be fixed up. Like, seriously, if you want to get out of a city and you don't mind putting some elbow grease, putting a little bit of sweat equity into some of these houses, you could totally get into a house for a totally reasonable price and become a homeowner, and have a place where you could grow a garden. It would be great. That's right, Daryl Davis. We are your family. I love living in the Carolinas, you guys. It's really great here, I have to say. I love living in the Carolinas. Thank you for the tip, by the way, over there on Rockfin from Alan Korzep. Thank you. Have a cup of coffee on me. I gave it up last year. Drinking 2 pots of coffee, not good for you. I missed it so much. Keep it flat. Yeah, I did have to slow down on coffee because I was drinking. It was to the point where there was like a pot of coffee being made all day long here. And I was like, okay, you know what? That's just too much. And I got to stop. Sell it to Alex for $10. I know, dude. I mean, I know. It's a nightmare. It would be great. You know what? I would love to rent the house out to like some cool flat earthers. If it got fixed up and could be rented out again. But I mean, even that, even that I would be worried about. I just don't want to be a landlord anymore. It sucks. Because people just don't respect your stuff. I just left Grabler, Colorado, and our landlord of 7 years is not texting us back on our deposit. We kept that house up like it was ours. Dang, Sarah. Really? And now you know what? I was at your house in Colorado and your house was clean, for sure. You are a good housekeeper, I will say that. And that's dirty. That's dirty. I had a landlord keep my deposit too. One time. Dr. Law, I see you in chat. Call back if you can. I'm sorry that I missed you earlier. Oh, we have another caller. Let's see. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I was just calling because I've been watching like a lot of Twitch lately, and something kind of cool that's been happening is they have these Discord calls where it'll be like 5 people kind of in a group chat, all streaming to their own chat. And something that keeps happening is that someone will join and just start kind of exposing all the current lies that are going on. And I just think it's like super cool that a lot of the younger audience are being exposed to it, because like each of the people streaming have like anywhere between like 30 to 70,000 people like watching at a time, and like the whole chat will just be like agreeing with it, saying like that they're just completely against like all the mandates and stuff like that. And I just thought that's like super cool that keeps kind of happening.
That is cool. What kind of channels are you seeing that happen at? Like gamer channels or just regular channels? Where do you see that at?
Yeah, they're pretty much gamer channels. Like they're not truther channels at all. So it kind of caught me off guard as well. Like it'll just be like some of the bigger channels, and then someone will just come in. Like there's this guy, Andrew Tate, that's always like talking about it. I mean, they're not like flat Earth like yet, but I guess they're kind of still, I guess, not going along with mandates and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Do they ever mention flat Earth? Does it ever come up or not yet?
Not yet.
It will.
Not yet. I think they just have to be exposed to it.
It will. It's like David said,
But,
that it's getting to the point where people are going to have to address it or they're going to be irrelevant.
I think so. I think so too. But yeah, thanks for taking my call. I'm just gonna keep watching.
Yeah, right
Have
on.
a good day.
Yeah, thank you. Take it easy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, man. Oh, he's with patients right now. He wanted to shout out the meetup. FE Meetup at the US 1 Metro Flea Market in West Columbia, South Carolina from 9 to 3 p.m. Come join us for some fun, food, flat smacking, and fellowship. There you go. Well, when are you doing that? On the 27th. August 27th. Meetup at the US 1 Metro Flea Market in West Columbia, South Carolina, 9 to 3 p.m. That's where they go and they do the flat smacking with that flat fellow. And Dr. Law brings his walk and sometimes cooks food over there. So, there you go, Dr. Law. Shouted out your meetup for you. Sell it and hold the mortgage yourself. I pay $700 for a room in CT. Dang, Rachel. Oh, thank you for the tip, Rachel. Cheers. You know what, Rachel? $700. We rented that house out for less than $700. I think that woman was renting the house out for $675. Because at the time when we rented it out, this was 2015. Because we rented that house out after I moved into this house. Because we stopped living in that other house and we just moved into this house. You rent the other house out. So we rented that house out, and then she finally left probably like almost a year ago, I guess. And I had no idea the condition of the property because she wouldn't talk to me, you know, and then I had a restraining order, and I just whatever. That was the least of my worries at the time. You know, I had other things to deal with. I had to heal myself and, you know, and make sure my children were okay and deal with all that. Like, I didn't even care what was going on with it. And, you know, 5 years later, 6 years later, oh, your house has been completely destroyed. Completely destroyed. Yeah, but out here in the country, you know, rents are, you know, we could, if the house was in good condition, I could rent it out for more than that. But at the time, that was like the going rate for the house. And it's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house. It's 1,000 square feet. And the house is, it's like sitting on a half acre or like 3/4 or, no, maybe not a half acre, like like a quarter of, maybe somewhere between a quarter of an acre and a half, like maybe like a third of an acre or something like that. I can't remember. But, I mean, and it's been completely destroyed. Daryl, are you surrounded by fires? It's not, dude, it's not. I hate, being a landlord sucks. Because it's so hard to find someone who will take care of your house. You know, and then you gotta babysit them and make sure they don't destroy it. Like, now I would be super paranoid. I would be like knocking on their door, be like, how's it going? You know what I mean? Because it's like, I can't even tell you how upsetting it is. Like, it's so frustrating when you take care of a place. It's a joke. Pay $750 for 2.5 bedroom, 1 bath for second floor of a house. Yeah, well, when you live in the cities, rents are more expensive. Now I see people renting out places like mine for like $850. $850, $900 is what I see for it now. But I can't rent it out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what rents are going for because you can't rent it and nobody can live in it because it's a giant piece of shit now. It just doesn't matter. Yeah. Alright. Anyway. What time is it? 12:02? I love Amanda's DMSO too. Amanda Vollmer is fantastic. I need to do a stream with Amanda. I wanted to a long time ago and I never did. Hey! Looking forward to see you at 2022 Flattoberfest will be my first event. Good! I'm so happy. You know, every year I get a lot of messages from people who say, this is my first event. This will be my first event. And it makes me so happy. I love it. I love it. That's like my favorite clip is when Mark Sargent is at Flattoberfest 2020 and he asks everybody if it's how many times they've been to an event before or if this is their first time, and a whole bunch of people raise their hands. Like, that is what it's all about, is getting out in real life and meeting people and finding people that you can vibe with. Yuck, we just have a nasty sky. It's pretty decent to breathe. Monthly mortgage is $3,500. Yeah, I got 2 gray hairs. Wow, Daryl. Yeah, look at everybody. Yeah, cost of living's all over the place. We are impeccable renters and this guy's a tool. I sure hope karma kicks in soon. Tired of... Yeah! Yeah, Sarah, I'm sorry that you're having to deal with that crap. $2,100 for a 1-bedroom walking distance to the beach. They just raised your rent $150. Redondo Rocket. Where in the beach? What town do you live in? I mean, I don't live anywhere near the beach. I'll be honest, like, I live 4 hours from the beach. anytime you're going to live by the beach, you're going to pay a premium for that. And look at Steve. I pay $5.50 a month for 3-bedroom in the center of Antigua, Guatemala. That's not bad. And utilities $39 a month. That's not bad. That's pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap. You know, if you work remotely, if you're online, if you do online work, that's beautiful. Redondo Rocket, Redondo Beach. Okay. I guess I should have known that by your name. Derp. Yeah. Prices have gone up here, but it's still going to be cheaper than the city. Of course your farm is worth it, Daryl. You have a beautiful place. Fiber optic internet connection? Yeah, that sounds great. In Guatemala, you can grow mangoes, can't you? Mangoes and avocados. If I could grow mangoes and avocados, that'd be sufficient. All right, so anyway, let me share with you guys some cool stuff. I started showing you some video I took yesterday. There are some sunspots on the sun right now. And I wanted to check this out. There's actually, when I was looking at it and taking pictures, I was only noticing these two right here. But now that I've got the picture on the big screen, there's two more right here. Boom. Boom, run here and one here. And I don't know if you guys know this about sunspots, but usually they come in pairs and there's a positive and a negative. Oh, there's another little one down here too. Yeah, and then usually one is positive and one is negative according to the mainstream science liars. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, hey, Doug. Hey, you became a member. Thank you for becoming a member to the Karen B channel. Woo, woo. First member. By the way, actually, I haven't even really done announcements for the channel membership stuff, but what I've decided to do is I'm going to, with Flattoberfest this year, I'm going to do it as a members only stream through YouTube. So I'm going to try to make it so everybody's going to have a way to access the Flattoberfest live stream. So it'll be like members only through YouTube. And then of course it'll be, we could do premium as well on Rockfin. And then anybody who is a Patreon of mine, because I do have a handful of Patreons, even though I don't really advertise that either very much. But thank you to everybody who supports me, because I really do appreciate it. And I guarantee everybody who does support me is definitely going to get access to the Flattoberfest live stream somehow, some way, so that, you know, everybody can enjoy it. And then I'm going to come up with some other cool stuff to do too. It's like other sort of types of stuff. I don't know yet what, but I'll come up with something. I'm starting to figure this whole thing out, how it works. Your energy bill was $269 this month and you have solar? Wait, Jonna, is your electric bill going up too? You know what? I think Duke must have just raised their rates because somebody else is complaining about the energy bills going up. Maybe Duke raised their rates. Do you think they did? Did they send you a letter? touring the Bay. Yeah. I was looking at getting solar at one time, but then like my whole world got flipped upside down, so no more solar, but I would still like to look into getting solar. Say the Palace of Fine Arts. Saw the Palace of Fine Arts. That's not Tartarian. That's cemented pieces, molded garbage art. Ben, that's hilarious. You know they had to rebuild the Palace of Fine Arts. Like everybody talks about it like it's Tartarian, but they literally reconstructed that thing at some point in like the 50s or 60s or some shit. And they, in the 50s or 60s, and then it became what it is now. You know, just a cool landmark that people go check out. But yeah, they had to reconstruct it. It is definitely not Tartarian. Welcome to Based. Ah, I love it. Cheers, Rachel. Based. Oh my gosh, you guys are using my cheesy face emoji. That's hilarious. And a proper red pill emoji. Full red pill or GTFO. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's energy bills have increased. Yeah. And you know what? Energy should be free. I will say that is one thing that I do agree with like the Tartarian mud flood whole like trend that's going on right now. And I do call it a trend because none of that stuff has been proven to be true. But I will say that energy should be free. That is like the one major thing that we can all, I think, pretty much agree on, that they are definitely hijacking the energy system, making us pay for it, when we should all be able to harvest it for free. Baked. We should all be able to harvest it for free, man. Right? You working on it, Zach? Yes. Thank you. Appreciate it. I think Ben is too. Aren't you, Ben? I feel like, what's the... Yeah. Most creative and intelligent. Yes, yes. Oh, cheers. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Oak. Shout out to you. Thank you. Need some ether panels. Damn straight I am. Yes. And rape the realm in the process. Wait. Yes, exactly, Cammy. They are, not us. We're not doing that. They're doing that. Under the ether. It's not proven, but his story is a lie and people are just trying to make sense of it all. Yes, I get it. But sometimes they talk about stuff like they've already got it figured out. And then I think that really is a more of a detriment than anything else. Because then people get some certain idea stuck in their head and they become married to that idea. And then it's you're sort of shutting off that pathway to some other potential breakthrough, right? If you're stuck in thinking one thing is for sure, but you haven't, it's not proven to be so, then you're shutting off the pathway to a possible another discovery, something else, and I think that's really dangerous, you guys. We got to watch out for that. Welcome to the Based. Hey, Scooter. Cheers, Scooter. Scooter's hella based. Doug, are you from Northern California? Because hella is totally a NorCal word, and I grew up saying hella, and it's so funny now when I see people say it. I'm like, dude, are you from California? You get more when you tip on Rockfin? Yes. I think so. But not everybody likes to use Rockfin, so, I just appreciate any and all support, so I'm not gonna complain. I'm so happy you're all here and I love you people. If they allowed free energy, they would lose control. Precisely, because then everybody would just become independent. Everybody would just be independent because you no longer have to work at your slave job. You know what I'm saying? The slave job thing goes away. You don't become a slave anymore. You don't have to mine everybody else's gold. You know, we weren't put here to go mine the elite's gold. And when I say we're here to mine the elite's gold, I don't mean like literally we're in the rivers looking for gold or digging for gold. I mean like the jobs that we do, the jobs that people do, a lot of the matrixy type jobs that people have, like data entry, data collection, state jobs, you know, all these works that are, you know, all of the regular everyday people jobs, most of them aren't jobs that really benefit a person, aren't jobs that really have any real substantial significance existentially, like in the grand scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? Like the world isn't going to be a better place because the data entry person did all their data entry collect today. You know what I'm saying? Like the state workers, all that stuff, we're mining their gold. That's what I mean by us mining their gold. You know, just being stuck in this system. That's what it is. Oh, cheers, Trisha. Yeah, that's cool. And then I can add stuff. It says when you get more subscribers, you can start adding perks to the channel. So that's fantastic. I'll have to go in there later and look and see what else I can do, what perks I can add. But U.S. Space Farce hat upside down shows Baphomet. I saw that meme. We could probably just pull it up right here, right? Space Force hat. Here's the Space Force hat. Right? Baphomet. So, here's our Baphomet. Right? And then you just gotta put them right next to each other. Let's see here. Boom. Right? Let me see. Oh, actually, Photoshop. Hold on. Where's my Photoshop? Why isn't it showing up? There it goes. Okay. Boom. There you go. There's your invert, and it's an inverted Baphomet even, right? There you go. There's your little goat head and your horn and little star above. They know, see, what is that quote? The symbolism will be their downfall. That's it, man. Symbolism will be their downfall. And it's funny, you know, it's like there's stuff like this all over the place. They leave their little gang signs all over the place, don't they? Right? Cheers, Lewis. Thank you for the tip. You guys are the bomb. Back in the day, I was chased relentlessly by a paper boy on a bike for $2. Did he say, "Where's my $2?" That's funny. Hello, it is. Hella is from California. Shout out to Flat Earth Ship Air. You saw that Trump said Elon's rockets go nowhere. They know. Of course they know. Of course they know. Let me check. Oh, I have a caller. Dr. Law. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Hey, Queen B. Sorry
Hey.
about that. I had to drop because I was with some patients. So.
Oh, that's okay. What's going on?
Yeah, nothing much. Just wanted to shout out the meetup that you did. You know, you've already done that, but it's just, I'm going to shout it out again. That flat fellow, Free Flow, and I will do another meetup on Saturday, August 27th from 9 to 3 p.m. at the US 1 Metro Flea Market in West Columbia. So if you guys want to come out, we'll be there. Look for us. We'll have big banners and actually we're going to have 4 tables this time. If you want to bring some stuff to sell, you're more than welcome. We'll rent the tables for you. And I should be there. Shelly Aller is coming up from Florida. She's going to join us. She's going to hang out with us for a little while.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be some fun time. Yeah. Ariel, Chris, and a few others, from the Kakalaki crew will be there. So hoping to, get as many people as we can. We haven't been out there in a while, because Tommy's been so busy with work, and, we've all been busy. And also this weekend, I'm going to be up there in the Spartanburg, Boiling Springs, right around from Spicy Sarah. I wanted to get a small meetup, or just, casual hangout at Sarah's place. Or I can talk to my brother and try to see if we can use his community pool. He's got a nice big pool there, and we can all hang out. We just bring some food to eat and just go swimming and just hang out by the pool.
That would be awesome.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be probably around 6 p.m. until 9 for the pool part. So, but, we can hang out at Sarah's house prior to that.
Now, what day is that?
If you guys make it down.
Which day are you talking about now?
What's
is this still for the 27th, or is this a different
Saturday.
one? This Saturday?
No.
The 13th?
This Saturday, yes.
Okay. The 13th.
Correct. That is this Saturday coming up, August 13th. And like I said, August is when I start traveling for soccer, and that is our first friendly game in Greenville. So every weekend, we're pretty much on the road playing soccer now.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so, but I'll send you more information, Karen, and maybe you can shout it out tomorrow on your show at Strange World with your co-host.
Yes, with my co-host, Mark Sargent.
Yeah. Sergeant Mark, yep. And maybe you can do that for us, and I will probably be in that chat. But I'm hoping to see everyone at Flattoberfest 2022. This is going to be the best one ever. We're going to be cooking all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with the crew, the Kakalaki crew, and all our proceeds will go to help someone in the community. And I see there's a lot of people that's needing help now.
Yeah.
Especially close to home, you know what I mean? John DeMorgau's in trouble, and we got a lot of people, everywhere. And if we can, hopefully, Karen, did they say anything about us cooking at that Shrine Center on Saturday and Sunday? You think they will mind?
I don't think so, because we had you there last time. But I'll call her and I'll make sure. Yeah,
because tell them I'll feed their damn the bartenders and the crew there. Just let us have a spot. Again, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it should be fine.
Okay, so that way we can. Right, that way we can raise up more funds, to help out people in the community. do what we can for them, and then just go around.
Right. Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
So, but we just want to. I just want to thank you, for all you do for this community and getting everyone together. Whether we all agree or not on things, I hope to see everyone there. Put our differences aside and just come together. Maybe our last chance here. Never know what tomorrow brings, but we know what we can do today. And just move on, and just let's get along.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah. All right. I just wish, because, we're all in here for truth, and also friendship. And because that's what we need now more than ever in this crazy clown world we live in.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to, whoever's listening, I know there's people out there listening who will not come to the show, your event, because of differences, but they got to listen to you anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just want to say there's no hard feelings, even from you. I don't think there's any hard feelings if they even showed up.
No.
I think we should welcome them with open arms,
I don't hate anybody.
Yeah, I know that, but they look at it differently, and I know I can vouch for you that you are what you are. You don't hate anyone. We're in here to make the community grow and make it the best possible, right?
Absolutely.
With the time that we have left here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm trying to go on the shows and trying to invite people, but of course, there's still that resentment that they have. But I try to be friendly, and I hope to see even those people out there who hate, just come out and just support you and support the community. I'd rather see one of us make money than one of them. I don't understand the mentality of people with they're upset with what you make. It's what you make. It's none of anyone's business, and really we should be supporting you. To help you make more. Because the more you make, the more you help. Right?
Well, it makes it easier for me to do more events. In different areas.
Exactly. Exactly, and we should be supporting you 100%. And like I said, I need some help picking out some people to support with the proceeds that we get. Of course, some of it's going to go to activism, then the rest will go to everyone in the community who is in need.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of us.
There are a lot of people who need help. So I know, and I love that you take the opportunity at these events to raise money for people that need help, because I don't have time to do it when I'm working the events, and I think it's just a really great thing that comes out of it that I don't have to do. It's great.
Oh, you are the only reason why we can do it. It's not me. It's you. You're the ones who's giving us the opportunity, Karen. Don't think you're not doing anything. You're the one, because you're setting up this event, and you're allowing me to go and cook there, without, risking, whatever they have to say to you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Getting in trouble, whatnot. And you're cool with it, and they're cool with it. Everything falls into place. And like I said, you are the one that's giving us the opportunity to give back to the community.
Yeah.
So hats off to you, Karen. You do more than you think.
Oh, thanks, Dr. Law.
Yeah, no worries, Queen Bee. Okay, that's all I have to say. But I just, once again, Flattoberfest 2022 is going to be epic. Come by and support us. If you see the tent out there and me cooking and the crew cooking, come support us. It'll go back to us. Mm-hmm. That's all we do. Of course, you're going to have to eat at the Shrine Center too and support them, but also support us. Don't go out to your nearest McDonald's and grab a bite to eat. You know what I mean?
Right. The Shrine Club wants you guys to buy drinks. That's what they want. They want you guys to buy drinks.
Oh yeah, that's their bread and butter, right?
Yes.
That's their big markup. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But there'll be a lot of drinking over there anyway, so they should be very happy with the tips, really.
Yeah.
Not so much as the drinks. You know what I mean?
Oh, they were happy. They loved
Awesome.
us. They loved us. That's why they were happy to have us back after Flattoberfest 2020 for Solar Return, and that's why they're having us back now. They got a cancellation for the date, and they called us, and they're like, "Do you still need a place?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah."
Everything falls in place.
Yeah.
Everything falls into place, and things will get better. And I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping I can maybe change some minds. From now until October, we still have time, but hopefully we'll see.
We'll see
everyone
if they
together
come,
again.
and if they don't, whatever.
That's fine.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. That's fine too. But we just want to let them know that we're here with open arms. And we always have our differences, and we always will. But in times of need like this, and it's a once in a year. To me, it's once in a lifetime. Every time you have Flattoberfest, for us to get together, because like I told you, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
That's right. We don't know. We don't know.
Yep. But anywho, thank you so much, Queen Bee, for the show. It starts my week off very nicely. Listening to you and hearing everyone call in. Okay, so you have a great day, Queen Bee, and I'll see you hopefully Saturday. I'll let you know more. I'll text you some more information about that. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, and much love to everyone in chat. Talk to you guys later.
All right. Talk to you later, Law. All right. Dr. Law, everyone. He's the best. Really the best. It's people like that that really make me love where I live. Oh, cheers, Carrie. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. And everyone here. I'm feeling the love. Oh, look. The Trump of SC. Oh my gosh, Rachel. That's hilarious. But I don't think so. Better off dead. Yeah. Where's my $2? Cheers, Lewis, for the super chat. Thank you. Appreciate you. Best adult dating site. Oh, hey, Lowry. Welcome to the Based. Welcome to Based. I forgot I even called it that. That's so funny. Yeah, you like that flat gang icon? Now I get to add more. I'm gonna make more. What kind of emojis do we need? I'll let you guys vote. Tell me what kind of emojis you want and I'll make them. He's probably healing a patient while talking to us. He's got talent. He does. Dr. Law is the bomb. Yeah. Lowry, I forgot to ask if you'd seen these. Have you seen these in New York? Or did I ask you and I forgot? Look at that. Radiation emergencies. What should I do? If radiation emergency occurs, people can take actions to protect themselves, their loved ones, and their pets. In radiation emergency, you may be asked to get inside a building and take shelter for a period of time. This is called sheltering in place. Close and lock all windows and doors. Take a shower to wipe exposed parts of your body off with a damp cloth. Drink bottled water and eat food out of sealed containers. They're radiation emergencies, Alex. This says in New Jersey, but I wondered if it was in New York too. Let's see. Let's look at the Twitter tag radiation. Oh, here we go. So we got a bunch of lefties on Twitter pushing the nuclear fear porn. Wow. International Atomic Energy is saying radiated food is good because it kills disease-carrying bacteria. You guys? So, I don't get it. Is the radiation good or bad? American Meteorological Society? Come on. On August 6th, on this day in 1946, the U.S. government dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima. I didn't realize that it was also the anniversary of Hiroshima right now, you guys, while they're pushing all this stuff. Did you even realize that? Did anybody else realize that? Because I didn't. They're pushing all this radiation crap during the, on the anniversary of dropping, quote-unquote, nukes in Japan. Isn't that funny? Radiation speeds up the aging process rapidly. Troublemakers that can make us sick. Radiation. Airplane travel, cell phones, other devices, continual atmospheric fallout from past nuclear disasters. CT scans, food and water supply, PET scans, x-rays. You guys, we're literally getting radiated 24/7. We're all radiated all the freaking time. And actually, electrical radiation is probably a huge reason why a lot of people get sick too. Like people who are otherwise healthy, that's probably what causes them to go into a detox or because their bodies are expelling dead cell tissue. Oh, that's the north. That's why I put the red N for the north. That one I might change out, because that emoji wasn't sure if it was translating very well or not. I can change, that's what I'm saying. Give me ideas for emojis. I like the flat gang one though. Flat gang. And I like the proper red pill. And yeah, the sun is radiation. Yes! The sun is radiating us all the time, and then our atmosphere is supposed to filter it out and make it not so harsh on us. And I think, and this goes back to the whole spraying thing, like the stratospheric spraying thing, where they're spraying like superconductors in the air. That, don't you think that they're increasing the sun's radiation, or they could be making it so the sun's radiation is not so filtered, or not filtered, but rather maybe even intensified as it comes down here and reaches the surface of the earth? And that could be also contributing to a huge factor of making people sick. Like, I really think that's possible. It could be that simple. Because if people just have a slightly crappy diet, or just a little bit, you don't even have to have a total crap diet. But if you, just anything, and then you get over radiated from, that could be making people sick. It literally could be. Flat hands. A hot dog? No, it's a red pill. Isn't it obvious that radiation is blank non-existent and going to eradicate us all simultaneously. I think, no, radiation is a real thing, but here's the thing. We are always getting radiated. The sun puts radiation out, even though it gets filtered. Even if like the atmosphere wasn't being messed with, you're still getting radiation from the sun. There's a lot of minerals that emanate radiation. The earth, I mean, it's literally everywhere. You can't escape it completely. But I think that there's certain types that can overload your system, or can, you know, overload your system faster than it can recover. And then that's when you go into sick detox mode. No, not weapons. Nuclear power is real. Nuclear power is real. That whole thing is real, but do they have weapons that are nuclear weapons? Meh. Great show. Need to come to Flattoberfest. Cheers, Cleveland, Steve. Yeah, come to Flattoberfest. It's a freaking blast. Oh, by the way, Ben, I need to talk to you. That reminds me. I need to get some details from you about what your we need to discuss what sort of accommodations you need for Flattoberfest. Because I wasn't sure what was going on, so let's get together later and discuss that so I can get you set up. And I also am getting Chief Crow's plane ticket reserved this week. I mean, like, this is the week I've been finalizing a lot of stuff. So it's on. It's on. Like, there's no going back now. The Flattoberfest 22 is happening. So it's gonna be awesome. Ain't no nukes. Exactly. It looks like a hot dog. Are you guys kidding me? You can't tell that's a red pill? It's a big red pill. Listen, the red pill is hard to swallow because it is a big pill. There's a lot of stuff in that red pill. Radiation is something radiate out, kind of like the inverse square law. Yeah. That's funny. I know. I know. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Flattoberfest, October 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a blast. Let me show you guys some stuff too, really quick. That I wanted to show you guys some video I took yesterday. I thought it was really cool the way that the clouds were forming over my house. It was sort of a trip because there was two layers. Like I said, there was a layer that was going the east, and then there was a layer going west. And then it was like once I did the time lapse, it was so cool because it was like the clouds just form stationary in one spot. And it's almost like the wind, you'll notice like it's like the wind is going through the clouds, but the cloud itself is stationary, but it's showing you the motion of the wind. Check it out. Look at that. It just appears. And then that little bloof, blip. Anyway, that was my first time lapse that I took yesterday, and it made me want to take more because I thought it was just fascinating the way the clouds were just showing up out of nowhere. And so then I did a few more. So here's my next one. And it was like doing it all day long. It was really cool. I think you guys will enjoy this. Look at that. It's funny, like they just appear, and then it's like they're just sitting in one spot, and it's like the wind is going through them, but the clouds are sitting stationary, these lower ones. And then of course you've got the ones above. Look at opposite directions. You know, it's people talk about, oh, it's windy because the earth is turning. Well, explain the wind going in two opposite directions on two layers. It's almost like a current. Like there's a current in the sky. I mean, this is how you know that the atmosphere is fluid. You know, it behaves like a fluid. See how they just form and they stay in the one spot, and then it's like the wind goes through it. And this is just happening over my house all day long. And I don't ever notice this type of movement in clouds because you don't watch it. It doesn't happen so quickly. Obviously, if you're looking at it real time, it's so slow. But I just thought it was fascinating how the clouds seem to just sit in place and then the wind would go through the clouds. Another one. Whoops. You know, and then we, of course, up there too, you've got it starts to clear up and then, oh, bloop, another one going over there, the top layer, spraying their dirty crap. But this one too, like they appear and disappear right in the same spot. These clouds here on the lower layer. I just find that so fascinating. But clearly the top layer, it's like, I gotta wonder if, well, I'm sure that's a normal thing for clouds to be on that layer at all, but, yeah. So anyway, there's that. And then also, I wanted to, wonder if I got, these are all too short. Here we go. That's the one that turned out like crap. Just taking more video. I hadn't done this for a while. See these sunspots? And I just wanted to also kind of look at this. When you take video of the sun moving through the sky and you play it fast, there's bounciness going on. Like, that can't be that much movement from the camera. My camera was sitting there and I weighed it down so that it would not move from the wind as much as possible, but there is a little bit of wind movement and shake in these videos. But look at this. That's not from the wind moving. When the sun goes around, I'm telling you, it's not in a smooth circle. It bounces like a waveform, like an electrical waveform. That's another reason why, like, when I noticed there were sunspots on the sun, I started taking video of it, just letting it record of the sun going through the sky, because on another time when we were doing sun tracking years back, I had noticed the sun, it looked like the sun was bouncing, because I was very meticulously marking the tip of the shadow of the nail like every 2 minutes. And as I was marking it there, I noticed where the mark was on the little thing. It was bouncing up and down. So whenever I look at this, I mean, you never hear mainstream talking about this, right? Like, why? Look at the little dot. This is just that all I did was set my camera outside in the yard, and it really wasn't that windy yesterday. And there's a little hook on the bottom of the tripod where you can hold something to weigh it down. So I had it weighed down so that it would move as little as possible. And I'm telling you, that is not, I mean, what is the sun doing? That's crazy. What do you guys think about that movement? I mean, that's not the movement of something that's just on a straight path. You know, like if you're looking at this from a heliocentric point of view, like what's happening here? Is the earth wobbling? Is the earth bouncing? You know what I'm saying? What's going to cause a jump like that? It's literally like making a waveform. So what I think I'm going to do, what I would like to do is take some more video like this now that the sun has sunspots on it, and trace that and see like what that waveform line is. You know what I'm saying? Here's another one. That's one video. I took another one. So just keep your eye on the dot, right? On the sunspot. See, now this right here, that's me shaking it because I initially turned on the camera, and you can see that it's got a little bit of wind shake because I'm messing with it, right? But then it stops. Like that's probably the windy camera. That little shake. Like, look at this jump right here. I think the other one showed it better, though. It's not doing it so much in that one. Yeah. Anyway, I find it very interesting. If you've watched the, if you guys ever watched the intro, the Unveiling This Realm intro, you know, I have the sun time lapse in that where it's bouncing around, because that one is actually an actual time lapse where I set it on an equatorial mount tracker. And that one really showed the sun bouncing around. I mean, to me, it's just like showing that the sun is electric, like it's running on some sort of electrical current. Now I can't find it. I'm like, you know, like Jaren, I need to be better organized. Anyway, I'm sure you guys have seen it, but it does. It bounces around, and I need to figure out a way to film this better, because I feel like it's, I don't know why I find it so interesting, but it is. And I bet the moon does the same thing, although I haven't recorded any video of the moon to see if the moon does the same thing, but the sun definitely does it. Bouncy balls are fun. Did you see it, Nora? Do you want me to show it again? Here, is this the same one I was showing? I had to move the camera in the middle of this one, I think. So here, I've moved it. This one does it too, look! Watch, look at this. This one's making an S-curve. This is a different video. I think this is this a different one, or is this the same one I was showing? I can't remember if that's the same one. Let me look. Because this is number 3092, 30... No, I think it's the same one. My mistake. Let me look at this. This one. There's actually a lot of sunspots I can see now that this is here on the outer edge. And you know what's trippy too? What is it? It's 2022. Okay, remember how we had the big solar eclipse in 2017? There's a whole sunspot video I did when me and some other people in different locations across the plane we were doing sunspot observations, and we were keeping track of the rotation of the sunspots. And there was actually a whole lot of sunspots, like major sunspot activity up to and leading in the time before and like leading up to the eclipse of August 2017, which was kind of trippy, right? Even that week right before, I forget which video. I might have put that in my video about the eclipse or the sunspot video, but the week leading up to the eclipse, there was a big old blurb of sunspots right across the sun. And then after that eclipse, it was almost like sunspot activity completely ceased right after that. It was like, didn't see sunspots for months and months and months and months and months. And now they're starting to show up again. It's starting to be more common again. And there's an eclipse coming in 2024. And so to me, it seems like the sunspots, like the activity of the sunspots seems to increase around the eclipse times, around solar eclipse times, and then decrease when there's not solar eclipses. At least that's what it looks like to me. I could be wrong, but it does seem that way. What are you guys talking about? Rock trivia. Oh, I have a caller. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Hi, Karen. It's Steve from Cleveland. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Actually, I met you briefly at the meetup in Charlotte a few weeks ago at the Room and Board.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But the reason I'm calling, actually, I don't want to get off this sun topic because it is very interesting. But you were showing the skies earlier, and it's kind of interesting because my daughter is in her early 20s, and in 2020 when they closed everything down, luckily I have a pool at my house. I'm fortunate enough to have that, so all of her friends spent most of the whole summer at my house, sitting at the pool, and we would just watch the skies the whole summer, with the planes flying over and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And I really got, all of these kids who at the time were late teens, early 20s. I mean, they're totally into this now, and the whole flat Earth thing. And I almost find like these younger people are easier to talk to than even some of the, some people I think that have been indoctrinated for so long, that the people that are my age and try to bring this up, it's just like, that they freeze, you know what I mean? Where this group of kids, or to me are kids, early 20s, it seems like they're way more open to this. But we started watching, like I said, the skies and watching the spring, and you showing the sun, we actually got into, and we've been doing this all the way up till now, I bought infrared night vision. And we sit out at night and we watch up in the sky with the infrared. And there's no way for me to film through it. It's actually like goggles. Mm-hmm. But the stuff that's going on up there is just, I don't know if you've ever had a chance to look through like an infrared into the sky at night, but there's so much going on up there that it's crazy.
Yeah, actually,
it's totally crazy.
Once when I was like 20 in the Bay Area, but long before I ever woke up, I was renting a room out of a house of a guy who was ex-military, and he had some of those goggles. And we were looking, he's like, here, look at the sky. He was like, yo, you want to trip out? Look at this.
Oh,
and I was like, what? Yeah. And like, that was one of the things when I woke up and I thought back to that moment, and I was like, dude, the sky is alive.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, especially at night. I mean, it's mind-blowing. Even people that aren't awake, if I show them it, they're like, what in the heck is going on up there? I mean,
exactly.
It's the minute you look up there, there's, immediately you can see, at least 10 times the amount of stars. You see every plane in the air, and then you just see things moving all over the place. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it gets their attention. But, so anyways, yeah, so it's, it's real interesting. And I put in the chat there, I'm really thinking about coming to the Flattoberfest. I'm going to look into it in the next couple of days. But, if I come there, maybe I'll bring those with me if anyone wants to
you should
take a look at that stuff.
People would love that.
I will for sure, yeah.
People would love that because I tell people about it, and you can't describe it. And there's some videos, like you can go online and look up some videos of it, but it's not going to be the same as when you actually put them things on and you look up and you're like, holy crap, what's going on up there?
No, totally. It's wild. It'll freak you out if you've never seen it before.
Yeah.
But it's, very, very interesting. Very interesting. But another thing, like I said, I'm going to look into the Flattoberfest thing. Yeah, I think it would be good for me. And like I said, I will bring that stuff there. So
yeah, that would be awesome.
But go ahead.
No, that's it. I'm just saying that'd be awesome.
Yeah, cool. I just want to say, I enjoy your show. It's kind of like my Monday morning therapy after everything, just to kind of listen to everyone. Listening to all this stuff and over, everyone talking about all the crazy stuff, and just to hear normal people talking about it. So, keep up the good work. I think it's good for a lot of people.
Oh, well, good. Well, I hope so.
Yeah, it definitely is. For me, and actually coming to this morning, kind of getting off the subject and going back to like earlier in your show, we were talking about the whole TV thing and all that. And yesterday, I was just kind of disturbed. So someone that I know had passed away, and they were having the wake yesterday. And right before I was about to go, and pay my respects and all that, I looked at the obituary, and in there it specifically said that if you didn't have the thing, that you were to wear a mask. Which to me, it's like, at what point? I mean, so are they going to have a roped off area for people and wear a dunce hat? And it was just, so I was just so disturbed yesterday. I mean, I didn't go, I didn't want to do that, but it's like only for those people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're the lepers or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just sad. It's just sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
It really is. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I am going to look into that, and it's the first time I've called into your show, so I'll call in again, and if I can make it work with the Flattoberfest, which I think I can, I'll definitely bring those goggles, and we can play around with those.
Oh, that would be fantastic. People would get it. They would love it. They'd love it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll let you know. Like I said, I'm going to look into it, and hopefully I'll get everything booked here this week, and then, maybe I'll call in or send you an email or something and let you know, and go from there.
Awesome. Well, that'll be great. Hope to see you there then.
I plan on being there, so awesome. I think I can make it work.
All right. Sounds great.
All right. Thanks for all you do. Appreciate it. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, no.
Oops. Cut him off on a little bit accidentally. Yeah, thank you for calling. That would be great. I'm glad that there's more people. There was, like I said, at the last meetup we just had here in town in Shelby, there was actually a free concert going on in town. Like there was an actual country music concert. I had no idea it was going to be that crowded. But anyway, we met some great people from just up the road, just a couple towns over. Some flat earthers, some new people that, I mean, it's great. The app is in, and they've heard of us. They heard about the meetup because Ted sent the message out on the app, and they got it and came and showed up. And so that's cool. The app's working. The app is doing its job. It's bringing people together. So that's great. And so let's just continue that, That's what we need. All right, you guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up because it's already after 1 o'clock and I didn't realize that I had been sitting here for so long talking. But I really enjoy it. I enjoy talking to y'all and getting the calls and hanging out with you on every fine Moonday morning. You guys are the best. You saw the police live, Cammie? I'm a little jealous. Especially back in 82. Because that was when they were cool. Walking on the moon. Emoji idea, combine these two. Oh, I could do that. Yeah. I can do that. I can do an anti-globe emoji. That would be easy. That guy in Monroe was there because the app too and didn't know Karen or me. Exactly. In Monroe, you mean the guy with the painter thing? I was too, Cammie. Someday somewhere I have a whole stack of like tickets from all the live shows I used to go to when I was growing up. Like I was that person. I was going to like 3 and 4 concerts every summer. And I kept all my I was big into live music. So I was super stoked when I got to go see Deftones. That had been like the first live show I'd seen in a long time, and it was like one of my all-time favorite bands. And the guitarist was a flat earther, and we got to hang out backstage. Like, that was like the best day ever. It's the best day ever. That's right, he had no idea who we were. And I got to give him my card, so it'll be great. We can get some more local people here and get more local people together, which is great. All right, you guys. Okay. Cheers, Arlette. Thank you for the tip. Oh, and cheers, Mary. Mari. Ardeseer, good to see you. So good to see you. Thank you, everybody, for being here and for calling in and for all your support. And I hope to see all you lovely, beautiful, happy, smiley people at Flattoberfest. It's going to be the bomb, the best. And then, you know, like I've been saying, 2023, we're going to do a West Coast event, and we're going to, like, blow it up. It's going to be huge. Huger than anything you ever saw. All right, you guys. Join me back here tomorrow at 10 p.m. I'll be here with Mark Sargent for Strange World. And of course, Brian and I got to talk about whenever we're going to start back unveiling this realm. Summer's almost over. It's been a nice break, but you know, we'll see about that. And then whenever we figure that out, we'll make an announcement and let you guys know when unveiling this realm will be starting back up. And also, I still do anti-religious scripture study every Saturday at 11:11. And we did not have a stream last week, but we will have one this Saturday, and we will be doing 2 chapters. So if you're following along, you have that to look forward to. And then we started all over again on the next Moonday. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Once again, much love, y'all. Peace. And for those who wish to send me stuff through snail mail, you can use P.O. Box 10, Earl, North Carolina, 28038. Also, links below for donations and merch if you are interested in that. Anything at all is greatly appreciated. I do appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Also, please go to flatearthfestivals.com for all information about Flattoberfest 2021 and other Flat Earth Festival events. You can email me about Flat Earth Festivals at flatearthfestivals@protonmail.com, and for everything else, you can email me at karenbfe@protonmail.com. Thank you for being here.